All right. No, I said them, the other people, the Roddick two. Yeah, the other two. Anyway, welcome everyone to Star Wars No Hope. So yes, we're here. Slight technical issue, but everyone will be here in a second. But welcome back, everyone. We shall be doing this soon. There was a slight issue. We're fine though. Welcome back. We were missing a few people today, but that is fine. That's nothing too, like, changing, to be honest. We're usually missing a few people. Oh, dang. Um, get this here, and finally put you here. Alright, and we got the music rolling. Alright, anyway, we're gonna go around and introduce everyone that is here today. Starting with, Big Boy Benny, also known as Elder. Also known as IC something something 03, I think.
No.
Then we got Helson, also known as Anyone Plodu and Steven.
I'm
and
here.
then finally, Tosterek Brack as Hyperbomb.
No.
Also known as the man that crapped himself in a closet for like an
Yes,
entire
sir.
session.
What a man.
Yes, sir.
I rolled the dice, and y'all got... Okay, well, it didn't save because I forgot to save it. But y'all have 1 Destiny point on your side and 2 Destiny points on my side. Y'all have 3 Destiny points in total.
Oh, right.
Y'all have
only
absolutely
there's
no...
only 3 of us.
Yeah, there's only 3 of you. Big funnies. And the obligation roll and the morality roll were 3 and 2. So everyone's strain goes down by 1, and no one gets activated. So I already checked.
I
So
don't even know if my strain is lowered or not.
well, you can check in your thingamabob. I'm gonna real quick save the game so it doesn't mess up
I can
again.
check in my thingamabob.
Anyway, so welcome. Big things are about to happen. Roddick Badge and Cal Corvus Kryze aren't here, but I already told them what happens in this beginning part because this is pretty big. So, time to say the words and stuff. Session 18. Anyone had found the area where Rav was attacked and grabbed, but also disturbed the sleeping of a Shriekhawk. Anyone quick on his feet was able to sneak away undetected and finished his investigation, which led him to a cave-filled valley. It was now up to him to figure out which cave was the correct one. In the facility, however, secrets were being revealed. The group, besides Elder, made their way down to the lower, older section of the facility and began to investigate the area for clues of the revived Dragon Project. That is when they found hundreds of basilisks, ancient Mandalorian war machines, now renewed, creatures that the group had faced once, but much less armed. Saxon toyed with them and sicked one of them onto them, but then it was destroyed. And then came online. And then more came online. Roddick was hit and down. They had to leave. The droids clearly weren't functioning right. Something had activated these ones. They didn't seem like the one Saxon activated. They seemed hellbent. But above in the facility, while Steven hacked one of the droids, Elder was uncovering the truth. He was just an asset, and being used and forced to do things for the Empire, when he thought it was free will. But then, once he saw what was next on the data spike he retrieved from Yan Burrow, he knew he had to tell the others. He repulsed his way and saved Baron whilst Roddick was revived, and the rest of the basilisks were attacking the corpse of the basilisk droids. Sounds of the droids roaring in their wake pushed them further. The droids clawed through metal and doors to get to them, and eventually, while the group got away, the droids began massacring the Saxon troops. They climbed up the top of the mountain to get away from the explosions and blaster fire when they happened upon Tosterek Brack sitting and eating while a pungent stink stunk the area up.
Yay!
Elder
Woo.
had something to show the group, and secrets that he has to tell. He produced the data spike that was given to him by Gig Zeno, now unlocked, and they began to read what was on it. Information regarding the order given all those years ago on Cato Nemoidia, Order 66. Information about how it was all a plan to relinquish the power from the Jedi and form an empire. In it, it detailed every clone known, their position in battles, planets, what Jedi would be their targets, including you, Elder, and Jag. It detailed how a lie would start this, and how a cybernetic chip implanted in each and every one of the clones made sure if it didn't work by line, it would work by force. Let me scroll down, because that's all stuff that's in your mind. Sometimes more things start to click, but lie, your mission alive. But what you saw next in the data is what surprises you the most. A list of possibly alive Force users after the order was given. Amongst them, all right, pay attention, everyone. Roddick Vag, active. Yoda, never found. Ahsoka Tano, active. Plo Koon, body never recovered. Mace Windu, body never recovered. Kanan Jarrus, recently deceased. Edit, 6 months ago. Gungi, active. Cal Kestis, active as the first agent of the Empire. Barriss Offee, active. Asajj Ventress, unknown. Helmar Mach, active. Maul, unknown. Saro, body never recovered. Obi-Wan Kenobi, recently deceased. Edit, 1 year ago. Rune, active. And around 100 others are listed.
Wait.
Did I just hear my hubby Helmar Mach is still alive?
Okay, well,
What?
That's not my question here. Where are we in the timeline right now?
you are in 1 BBY.
What? Yeah.
The first Death Star hasn't been destroyed, correct?
Yeah, the Death
Correct.
Star has not been destroyed. It has yet to even be revealed.
So, my question here, right?
It's probably getting
Obi-Wan
around.
Kenobi
Why the
should be
Scarab
alive.
right now.
Why is Obi-Wan dead?
Yeah.
Why
that's
is he
that's
dead?
A,
He
why
should be
is Obi-Wan
alive.
Kenobi dead? Yeah.
Interesting information uncovered, let me tell you. Roddick had the exact same question. He said the exact same
I
stuff
had
you
it
just
too, but it's not important to this character. But
Me and Roddick think
I-
a lot alike.
Where is Anakin on this list?
said. Oh yeah, Anakin
is
is unknown. He is not on this list of hundreds of
Well,
other Jedi
There's reasons
and or
why.
Force users.
Well, I know like that, but like, I don't know why he's not. He should
I just heard
Exactly.
Helmar Mach is still active with the
Yeah,
Force, so I'm shacking my jelly.
What?
Dude, I'm getting excited. I'm getting erected that he's coming back.
Alright.
Dang, okay.
Continue.
Yeah, wacky. Anyway. So, does anyone say anything? Or does anyone do anything right after that?
Well, apparently Saserac Brack's shacking his jelly. Steven is... Well, he's highly intelligent, so I guess it would all depend on what he would know about this list.
I need to see the. I need.
Well,
the
he wouldn't know, but he
reaction.
would definitely
I-
like keep it
I need the
for
player
anyone because he knows that
reaction.
anyone
Come on.
would do stuff. If none of y'all else do anything, Roddick comes forward upon seeing and reading all this stuff. Cal, it kind of just sits up to the back because he doesn't know
Wait,
what's
why
going
is
on.
Cal the first agent of...
We fought
The
him
Empire.
and Cato Nemoidia.
Yeah, y'all fought
Oh,
Cal
Cal
Kestis.
When you said Cal Kess, I thought you said Cal Corvus.
Yeah, Cal Corvus is the first agent of the Empire.
Where does
Yeah,
he
they have
have
similar
his
names.
license?
They have similar names.
If I'm gonna, before saying anything, I'm just gonna throw this out there, right?
Yeah.
I bet you, because of the way the time's been changed, because of your devious dungeon, well, galaxy master bullshit here, I bet you Cal Kestis has killed Obi-Wan.
He could
probably
have.
something along
That
is
is my
a-
official money in the bag guess.
That is a
I'm
fun.
putting $500 down. So if any of this
$500
happens,
down.
I'm expecting moolah from
I don't
everybody
think
in
Cal
our group.
Kestis could have beaten Obi-Wan. That's just me.
I will expect that
Sith-
money soon. Anyway,
what's the
Roddick
name?
comes forward. Cal kind of stops after he hears the word Zero for some reason, but you can't really tell what. He just sort of phases out for a moment.
Ooh.
But Roddick steps forward upon seeing all this, and he's like, we must contact them. We must send out, like, a beacon of some kind. But we can't do it here, and we obviously aren't home. But once we get home,
Goodness, I
once
was
we're done here...
expecting more of a murder hobo-ish answer.
Well, someone's hunting them.
Oh,
Someone's
exactly.
hunting them actively. Everyone on this list, because Obi-Wan's dead. It's safe to assume someone's
we
investigating
must
every single
contact
person on
them.
this list.
Bo is like Obi-Wan right now.
But yes.
We must tell them not to
Roddick
follow.
basically is like, this is extremely good, but also, you know, we're in a situation that if we do that, it'll just give away our position. So, it's kind of wacky what's about to happen.
Dang,
It then
if only I
comes
had
to
someone
you, Elder.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Before you even do anything, before you even say anything,
Yeah.
we'll be right back. Don't go into the other VC. Before you do anything, this only happens in your mind, no one else can hear them.
I'm waiting for the... I'm just waiting. I am. Oh, no. Oh,
You hear the voice of Thrawn in your head.
No. Oh,
As
come
if he
on.
was
I need-
communicating to you directly through some force.
Oh, no.
If you dare reveal the truth about the P-13 facilities or listening devices, I will execute an order that will get you killed. And don't bother trying to take that chip out of your head. I had your inhibitor upgraded, per se, with an explosive device that explodes on my order. Dare to go against the Empire? No. Me. Again. And I'll be sure to make a mess of you before anything. But feel free to tell them about the explosives on the ship, as that has already been handled.
Uh-oh.
And then there his voice goes away. There you go.
Oh.
All I'm going to say is, if anything happened, Steven is there. If anything was said whispered-wise, then I guess Steven would
This was
know.
something no one could hear at all,
Yeah,
except for Elder.
This isn't like Tosterak Brack is there. Nobody was whispering to me.
So, with that
So
being
does
said,
Steven know? Oh, no.
does Steven know? No, he doesn't
Yeah,
know.
there's nobody. Well,
There's only
I bet
one
you
person
a
that
force
knows.
user could have felt a disturbance, but that's about it.
Anyway,
Oh.
what happens now?
Would anyone have...
He's not there, no.
Oh, that...
Well, you said
Damn.
Roddick walked up to me, and what was he saying to me? Was he gonna say anything to me? He just walked up to me. He said,
I already said what he said. He said he wants to do the beacon stuff. He wants to try to get in contact with all the Jedi.
just
Wait,
like,
so I'm confused. Roddick didn't say anything to Elder.
No.
There was a disturbance of some kind.
yeah.
Yes.
Um,
Completely
Would
unknown
anyone
by
have
anyone
felt-
else.
Oh, by anyone else?
No one else would hear this or notice what just happened.
Not even Roddick?
Not even Roddick.
Oh. Hello.
I would go as far as to say not even Darth Vader would know. Or the Emperor.
Oh dang.
Not
oh,
even
dang,
the
oh dang. Oh dang.
Zesty, edgy Dark
Dude,
Lord himself?
I don't even know what I can trust anymore. This is so bad.
So, Elder, what do you
So
do?
bad. Well, I'm gonna let him know that I can fill them in on a little bit more things when we're on that extraction out of here. But I've got a bad feeling about this.
The Star Wars line.
Feeling about this. Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to continue doing what's going on, what's happening, what's doing the do. So, the ship, y'all sit there for a while, more explosions and stuff obviously happening. Stuff and roaring still happening from the facility below, but clearly that the basilisks clearly don't have any kind of knowledge of where you are, so you're definitely away from them. The ship finally gets closer and comes into land and opens its door to allow you all in. Dang, I'm shaking. Do I? Oh wait, no, never mind, that's why.
You forgot to take his meds.
I forgot to take. No, it's because I just drank a Coke and it's cold in here, so my body for some reason does that. Anyway, you all take a final look. Wait, hold up. The ship comes into land and opens its door to allow you all in. You all get in and head off toward the city Kreese. You all take a final look through the portholes and port windows and stuff of the ship to notice that there are several basilisks currently flying around the facility. They aren't uniform or anything. They are chaotic and clearly aren't being controlled. Something is wrong. But for now, they do not notice your ship. Alright. Is there anything y'all do upon getting onto the ship and all
Steven goes to the pilot and says, "Punch it, brother. We got places to be, and it's nowhere near here."
Steven can't speak.
Well, he click-clacks aggressively. And I think
I just want to
Aiden
take
would,
over the ship.
No, shut up.
I will assist the
I think-
pilot in piloting.
Yeah, I think Aiden would translate what Steven's saying. Just
I mean, yeah, we don't want to stick around here.
Alright.
Get a move on.
Okay.
yeah, that's what Steven's saying.
They get a move on. They try to head back to the city as fast as they can. Now, Elder, you said you wanted to add something on upon the extraction. Do you continue doing what you're
Right.
saying?
Well, I was said not to talk about a specific thing, and this has nothing to do with that. But
He has AIDS. No!
Just so you know, you can't say a certain thing that regarding, you should know what not to say. Because if you attempt to start saying it, things will happen before you can finish whatever you're saying.
well, hold on.
He drops dead of a stroke.
No. Yeah, just tell me. Just type it to me. Oh, no. Can't do that.
Can't do that. Okay.
He only said the other things.
Okay.
Because he said he already had that handled.
I would suggest getting a bomb expert to check out Mr. Hanky. And
Rada
defusing
comes over.
everything on that.
What do you mean? Why are there explosives on the ship?
Listen, I wish there was more I could say. I mean, I could tell you actually all about me, but I want to be very good. Your ship's absolutely lined with micro explosives. About what, 4 of them, 10 of them? It's one of those.
That's a large difference.
I think it's 4.
I already
I
know
think
how
I'm
many
getting-
there are. I have the
I
whole
think
thing.
I'm getting the 10 mixed with something else.
Specifically, there are 4 total.
One's on your hyperdrive generator. One's in the cockpit.
One on hyperdrive,
one's
2 in the engine, 1 in the command
2
center.
in the engine. Yeah, you want someone to probably dispose of those.
Roddick turns, but he clearly has fire in his eyes. He turns to the captain of the ship and says, "We need to get going now." And then y'all continue on. Now, during this travel, I think I'll do it. No, I think I'll do this next part first, and then I'll move on to anyone. A half hour into the flight, you notice several alerts regarding fires and possible attacks at the city of Kreese, and fear the worst. Then, Actually, no, that was it. That was the only part of the sentence I could say. There you go.
Okay, well, in an assumptuous way, Elder assumes that it was the ship blowing up. And then he divulges that that was not a part of the plan. It was supposed to go off while you guys were in the middle of space. Like, on your way out of the system.
We'll get back
To
to you
stop
in a
you
minute.
from leaving. Uh-oh.
Anyone, it's now back to you. Time for the funnies. Way over here at the Kiromurut Mountains. All right. Upon closing in, you to this valley of caves and stuff, you notice a few caves, obviously. Feel free to make perception or survival check to determine what you all see.
Perception. If you could roll it, that'd be great. I have a sleeping child at the moment.
A sleeping child, what?
Yeah, she's
Come
sleeping
on.
on Dad.
Ah, that's fine. That's fine. All right. Do this, and then the check is. Okay. Yeah, the check is, I believe, just wait. It's technically no. Yeah, it is. It'd be this. There's no setbacks because the funny things. So I'm gonna just roll it. A success and an advantage. Alright, so you notice, first off, there are 4 caves. That's the first thing that you understand. There are 4 caves. Each one is a bit different from the other one. The first cave you see has a large entrance to it. A few rocks seemingly broken nearby, but could just be fallen rocks from above. There's a smaller entrance, cave, but still could possibly fit a large creature. A spindly tree stands near the entrance. Another somewhat smaller entrance, but larger than number 2. A few broken trees can be seen nearby. And finally, the 4th one, the largest entrance of them all, so large that you can see inside a little bit, but not deep into it. You can see bits of light emanating from within. Clearly a faint blue.
Huh.
You don't know which one is which yet, but you could still make another check if you wish for something else.
Can I do a survival check to look for like any evidence of Mr. Man's
Yes,
passing
you
through
can.
here?
Yes, you can.
Maybe he's
Difficult.
smart. He's picking beard hairs or something and dropping it. You know.
Possibly,
I don't know.
possibly. Let's find out. This one will be a little harder, but that's fine. Oh wait, I forgot. This is not your survival. Hold up. Your survival is this. And then no, it was 2 difficulty. It was still the same. And you don't need to worry about setbacks. A triumph and 2 successes. Okay. So
Oh, yeah.
You tell me right where he is.
no, I don't tell you right where he is. First off, you do notice that around there it is. Yeah, it's that one. Around number 3, there seems to be broken trees that surround this entrance that have signs of unnatural breaking near the base, signs of scraping, and light streaks in the rock nearby, which means it could mean something actually did this to the trees. Knowing how the dang Shriekhawks are, you can easily tell just by that alone that this is clearly the one that actually has the creatures in it. But you still don't know exactly where the dude is, because quite literally, he was picked up and brought over here. But perhaps, within, you might find him. So it's definitely number 3, just so you know.
All right, 3 it is.
Okay. All right then. Well, you make your way down to the cave number 3, and you get close. It's a smaller entrance, but obviously there's a few broken trees and everything. Do you do anything upon getting close to it or anything like that, or do you just walk in?
does my little head thingy helmet have night vision of some sort?
Yes, you already can see in the night. You already have night vision. You don't need to worry about all that.
Okay.
So what do you do?
I guess. There's nothing else for me to look at, I guess. I've already inspected everything.
I mean, there is the other caves if you wish to go to them, but it's up to you.
No, this is the one according to Zeus, so this is it. I go in. What are we doing?
All right. Within this cave, you hear the sound of snoring. It's a faint one at first, but as you get closer, as you go further in, you notice it gets louder. The entrance is still just big enough to fit at least a few, some large shriekhawks in here. So it's still a pretty big area, like larger than a semi-truck. Easily could fit in here. But the cave, it's smaller for the entrance parts, but the inside parts, as you get further in, get much larger. Massive cavern in here. Easily could fit a small Star Destroyer within. And with night vision, you can see well over 19 large Shriekhawks. Only about 4 are fully grown, and there is an intense smell of straight guano. Tons of debris and broken trees can be seen making up huge nests, and with even bones being scattered around in piles and used in the nests. A few eggs lie dormant near the larger creatures as they sleep standing, and a few more eggs can be seen clearly broken. Perhaps the creature have resulted to auto-carnivorous behavior. The cave does lead deeper, however, and a gargantuan boulder sits on the other side of the cave. What would you like to do?
I'd like to roll a stealth check. Do I have a backpack by chance?
Yes, you took the communication backpack specifically.
Can I put stuff in it though?
You still have a threshold you can go through. Yes. First off, the stealth check. See what happens. 2 difficulty challenge. Go ahead and roll it. This is just to see how long you can be in here for. Okay, you're perfectly fine. You won't have to make that stealth check again for a while, or unless you do something stupid.
Which the thought process I'm having, which I think you're aware of, is pretty stupid. Can I fit one of those eggs in this bag?
They're pretty massive, I'm gonna be honest. They're so large that I don't think a regular backpack could hold it, especially nothing that's made of, like, the bits of metal and stuff you have. However, you could easily, like, have a little knapsack on the side of the backpack that carries it along with you. It's just a matter of whether or not you want to attempt to take it.
I don't want to attempt to take it. Can I see if that boulder, can I clearly get around from it? Like, can I see a way around it from where I am, or?
The gargantuan boulder's on the side of the cave that's furthest, like, away, like in the far away. But you can look. You can make a perception check if you want to look for anything else.
Yeah, I'd like to perception check this room to see if I have any signs of Mr. Man's in here at all.
Of course.
If they ate him, his gear's got to be in here somewhere.
Exactly. So.
But if they hadn't eaten him, it is safe to say that maybe.
You don't need to worry about any of that other stuff. So it's just this.
How did I get you back?
How did you get you back?
Well, my fiance came over and took the baby while she was sleeping, and then she woke up and wandered back over here and is now sitting on my lap again.
Okay.
It didn't take much. All right, roll.
A success and 2 adventures. So, there is no direct sign of Rav in this large area, so he has to be deeper in. You do check around, and you notice that there is no way to get past or around the gargantuan boulder, but you do see the areas where it goes deeper inside of the cave, which could be your best lead.
Go that way.
Okay. Immediately, as you go deeper in, you notice a single large shriek-hawk standing just in the way of a tunnel that leads deeper within, clearly farther away from the rest of the group, which is odd. As well as a few dead young shriek-hawks nearby.
You said there's a big one laying?
There's a big one standing in your way to go further in. And there is no way to get past without moving the creature.
I can't even, like, attempt to crawl underneath it without catching it. Attention.
It does not seem like it, no.
So that means I have to go back to one of the other entrances, huh?
No, this is the only way to go deeper in.
How the fuck do I get around it?
How do you?
There's no way around it without moving it.
Without moving it, yes.
I don't want to get in a fight. You're driving me to get in a fight.
I'm not driving you to get into a fight. I'm just giving you a hard situation you gotta figure out. It's not really that
There's
hard.
no way to get around it. I can't get by it at all.
I mean, if you could hoist your way above it, possibly. But then you risk much bigger issues. Which could be much worse.
Can I attempt to climb around it, like the sides of the wall?
If you do, it will make noise. Because you still have to put your picks inside of the wall.
Oh, I meant like hand crawl, like, you know, people put chalk on their hand and they start climbing walls and shit.
Well, true.
That's what I'm.
But you're also wearing heavy armor. That makes lots of noise. But again,
There's no way to get around.
not that you could see. Not that you can see.
I don't have. Do I have like a rope and a hook or some shit?
Of course. You have
Oh! Oh, is there a small rock I can see and I can throw past this motherfucker? Maybe wake it up and make he go, ooh, duh, and start walking forward a little bit.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, there's plenty of rocks in this place. It's a cave.
I chucked that bitch. Okay, wait. He's in front of me, so I can't walk past.
Yeah.
Right, but can I still see in that vicinity? I see the dead young ones, but do I see like where I would have to continue?
You do see that behind the big dude, there is a cave that leads deeper in. But it's too small for him to go into.
So I would throw the rock away from me and away from the direction I must travel to get to that area.
Okay. Roll a deception check.
A deception check?
Yeah, so
This fucker's asleep. How am I deceiving a sleep guy? He's waking up and he thinks it's reality.
Exactly. But the deception is determined off of his skill. This is still a deception of some kind.
Deception. Oh boy, oh boy.
Your deception's pretty good. You
I
don't gotta
mean,
give
it's
too
not,
much.
it's not fantastic or nothing.
Just one challenge. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do.
Despair.
Oh, you didn't get no despairs. Alright then, that's fine. That's fine. Alright. Well, you straddle yourself over to the other side of the cave and chuck a rock down toward the rest of the group. The noise reverberates through the cave and echoes a good bit, and you notice that the Shriek-Hawk immediately just like, whew, like start like not making a loud shriek or anything, just like oh, what was that? And starts waddling its way toward the noise slowly, clearly looking in every which way direction it can. It can to see what noise, what made that noise.
I'm gonna slip by and go right on down the hallway.
Okay, nice. So, upon going deeper inside, you notice. Oh wait, no, I just said that. That was before. Upon getting past the creature, you find a makeshift camp further in. A tanning rack is set up with a weird leather contraption sitting nearby it, as well as a few more dead young Shriekhawks, and finally a tent that is set up, a sleeping bag, and finally Rav, who seems fast asleep in his Mandalorian armor.
Before doing anything, can I make a check to recall what I was supposed to say to Rav so he doesn't eat my ass?
You already know what it is. It's you just got to tell him
I
that
can't
Yayex
remember.
sent you.
So I immediately say,
He's asleep. What do you say?
from a distance, I throw another rock at him. I don't want him to hurt me. So I throw a rock not at him, but like near him, and I'm like, "Yeah, accept me." As soon as I see that he moves.
All right. Well, that's fine. We'll go ahead. It's not going to be a hard check. I just want to see if you actually fail it, though. Ranged light. In the case you do, I'll be as amazed if you fail this. But if you do, this would be really funny.
Remember, I'm not trying to hit him.
I know you're not trying to hit him. Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Perfect. Yep. Yeah, accept me. Ah!
He immediately blasts you. Immediately. No. He immediately jumps up for a moment and he quickly pulls out a rifle hidden in his sleeping bag and notices you and then aims it towards you. Now, who are you? Why do you have that armor on?
Yayax the bro sent me, dog.
Why would they trust you with their armor?
I was with I can't remember dude's name. Help. Mandalorian. What's his name?
Oh, you're talking about Krymac?
Oh, I was with Krymac. And I'm like his youngling or something like that.
It's like his youngling.
They're called foundlings.
They're called
I'm his foundling.
That's not how it works. You're not technically a foundling, but for the sake of it,
I'm his apprentice.
He's a prince. Yeah, that'll work. He's just aiming the gun at you. Clearly, his fingers right on the edge of pulling the trigger. But then he lowers it a little bit and says, "Well, then we need to get out of here. I hope you didn't wake Big Mama. Anyway,
Big Mama.
I actually needed a hand. Come here." He takes you over to the weird contraption and begins to explain what it is as he unfolds it using a little stick near the front of the contraption. This is a glider. I used pieces of the Shriekhawk's leather wings to make a majority of this. I also used sticks around here from this cave that the Hawks have been brought in long ago. It's a folding mechanism, is good, but I need some rope to make it secure. Did you bring any?
I have rope.
Ah, perfect. All right, help me with this. All right, you're going to have to make a survival check. So I'm going to add your survival and then
one of my specialties. Not really, but
specialties. All right, you get 2 boost dice, and then it is 3 difficulty. Success in 5.
What can I say?
What can I say? Okay. This was built only for one person, but the Shriekhawk's wings are built to allow flight for some pretty heavy beasts, so I think we should be fine. Now, we just need to get out of here and onto that perch that you came in on. That's outside. Do you think it's safe to move now, or should we wait?
We should probably wait. I had to get Mama away from the door.
Mama? Mama can't be by the door.
Wait a minute. Wait, I killed Mama, didn't I?
No. You don't know who Big Mama is.
I moved one of them. One of them's awake. That's all I can tell you.
The one that's by the door? Oh, that wouldn't be that bad. That won't be that
that
bad. Is it still there?
No, he moved away from the door because I threw a rock.
Okay. We're gonna have to be quick then. All right.
Quick.
Pick up that side of the glider. We're gonna have to make a run for it.
Okay.
All right. So, you pick up the one side of the glider. Basically, you know how a glider looks, but it's currently folded. Currently, he folds it up so it's able to be seen, so that you're able to get it through the tight space. You walk out to the front of the entrance of the area where you just came in from. You notice that the hawk is still out there near the rest of the nests. He doesn't seem to be coming back yet, but he might come back at any moment now. I need you to make another stealth check for me. This
Okay.
is with his help, so. Stealth.
Do I have anything?
Difficulty
boost.
2 challenge. And then you get a boost. You
Do I
should,
have
I think
anything
you have
that-
a thing that gives you boost, I believe. It's the, do you not have Stalker? You do. You have 2 things of Stalker. So you get 2 more boost dice. You forgot to get those to yourself.
Yeah, look at that.
If you fail this, I'll be amazed. Okay, yeah, you're fine. All right, you're able to slowly make your way out the entrance, that part. Not the main entrance, just the entrance to that little area you were just in. All right? And then now you start slowly making your way through. All right? Slowly making your way through the actual main cave. Obviously, the dude will soon notice you, but none of the other ones woke up, thankfully, from what you're making. Rav unfolds the wings a little bit, so it kind of looks like that you're another one of the Shriekhawks, and gets past the dude that's just walking about. He possibly thinks that it's you for a moment. But once you get a bit more into the light that is now coming through the cave, because it's getting morning time, basically. I forgot to tell you that, but it was like early morning whenever you got to the cave. Anyway, the light is starting to actually come through. It starts to notice you, and y'all have to begin running. So now, I need you to make an athletics check.
It's a good thing I'm athletic as fuck.
You are the second strongest in the group.
For
3. 2 successes and 4 advantages. All right then.
I'm athletic as fuck.
You all start. You and Rav
Get ready,
start
amateurs.
running.
We're going
you,
pro.
You get closer to the entrance. The Shriekhawk makes a loud shriek. This obviously wakes up literally every single Shriekhawk. And y'all are now in a bit of a chase now. And now you're nearing the exit. Now you need to go ahead. It's to a point where. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right. As you get close to the exit, you then notice that the wings are too large and can't fit through the exit because again, it's a small exit. But that's when Rav picks up the lever and then folds the wings again so you can get through the crevice right there, and then you'll all make it through and you get onto the perch that's right outside the cave. Now he unfolds it again, and now you need to make a coordination check to jump and make it to safety.
I think I actually have something to give me some nice stuff on that.
Possibly, I don't know, but you're all green at the moment.
Couldn't tell you.
A challenge and 3 difficulty. Do
Let's
you
take
have
a gan.
anything? Do you have anything for coordination?
I think I have something that would allow me to maybe re-roll if I fail.
Some durable. Do you have master? No, it doesn't look. Oh, you have natural champion. That's lightsaber and leader. Natural pilot is space. So you don't have the natural other thing.
Well, shit on magic.
It looks like this is just gonna have to do the funnies. You do have sense advantage once per game. They especially add 2 setbacks to any skill check that an NPC or enemy makes, which is funny. Anyway, that is it when you are ready. Oh wait, you get a boost. I forgot about that because he's helping. 5. Okay, you are 5. And you all.
We're going pro.
You
Fuck
both,
all these amateurs.
You both jump right at the correct time and begin gliding. You notice, obviously, behind you that there are bits of Shriekhawks trying to get in and out or out of the cave, trying to get out to you. Obviously, you have glided a good bit distance already, but you do notice that there are several Shriekhawks that are trying to go out and get you. Rav looks over to you and says, "All right, we just need to dodge the mountains and make it through the canyon. You are going to have to steer with me, or else this won't go very well. Do you have a blaster handy?"
Do I have a blaster handy
You don't
that I
have a
could use
single-handed
while
one.
operating this?
You don't have a single-handed
Yeah,
one.
then I'd say no.
He says, "Dang it, I lost one back up the mountain. But here, you can have this one." And he leans over and like points toward his holster on the right.
I grab it.
Yes, grab it. You can grab it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good.
Pick the right guy
I'll
for the
try and
job.
keep it. I'll try and keep it steady for you. But if I need you to steer, I'll say which way you need to lean. We got to turn and go around past this mountain first. So turn right, and then you'll turn right. You'll have to make a check for that, but not right now. You already made so many checks. All right. Now you notice that there are several things chasing you. You notice the first thing that starts to get closer and closer to you, up in the sky, is there are, what's it called? There's 2 packs of hatchlings trying to get to you. They're pretty close. They're around long distance away from you, but they're getting a little close now. This, by the way, it's gonna go you, and then the hatchlings. Just so you know, they're long distance away. You're currently flying and gliding around a mountain currently.
I bang them.
Okay.
What?
That's what? Yeah, that is crazy.
Where's the solar system?
Ranged light.
I've been looking at this map. I'm trying to figure out
3 difficulty because it's long range.
from
Is there anything you want to do?
Alderaan to Solist. It is an
I aim.
8-day.
You
You
aim.
got the boost because I
Okay,
accidentally.
you do that. Yeah, that's a little maneuver. That's fine.
Okay, actually that's good. Okay, so
5
the
successes, 2
longest
threats.
looking route
Okay.
on
That's
Travis
fine. That's fine.
for
You're
galactic
fine. You're fine.
travel
You're just.
is from Dagobah to Yavin, which takes 13 days.
Oh wait, this is the other
Oh
one.
no wait.
My bad.
Coruscant
I
to
gotta get to the other
Tatooine
one.
takes 22 days.
Oh wait, what's this one? Hold up.
That doesn't make any sense.
Wilderness. No, that's for.
How is Coruscant to Tatooine 22 days, but Dagobah to Yavin is only 13?
Okay, no.
I don't know how much damage this blaster does. I don't have a card for it.
I have the card. Don't worry.
How much
mean-
extra damage is that? Is that 5 buckaroos?
You know what? I just realized I forgot to actually print it out for you so I can see it. My bad. Let me print it out for you.
Is that 5 extra bucks?
It's actually quite a good weapon.
But Dagobah is here, and Yavin
Character
is
stuff.
all the way up.
Where
What?
is DC 17? No. Plan Z.
Hey, you leave Plan Z alone.
Where is... Oh, there it is. Rav's revolver. It's a slug thrower, by the way. It is not a blaster. You have limited ammo. But you already have... there's ammo with you, so don't worry. This is what it is right here. I'll go and put this right here for you so you can see it. But it does 10 damage, 3 critical, 1 hard point, 4 encumbrance, 9 rarity. It's a long-range revolver, which is why you're able to shoot it.
Dathomir is right next to it. I thought
So it does
Dathomir
10
was
damage,
closer to
and
the
so it's 5 extra bucks on that. That make it 15.
Hold up, I forgot that you
Or is it
also
40?
need to get 2 more boost die. I'll roll these for you because I forgot. Okay, that'll work. 7 successes and 0 advantage. Or, yeah, so it got rid of all the threats, so you don't need to worry about the threats. The inaccurate does not matter. It does superior. It already takes that into account. Pierce 3, all that stuff. Okay. So, first
Vicious
up...
one.
Yeah, Vicious... Actually, really? Only Vicious 1?
Accurate 2, limited ammo 7, pierce 3, superior. It says superior, and
Superior
then it says.
just gives you a free advantage. So you have 1 free advantage on top of everything else.
And then vicious 1.
Vicious 1? It's only Vicious 1? Oh, it is all. Yeah, it is only Vicious 1. Yeah, that makes sense. and then it does 3 stun damage as long as you hit. All right then, you do 7 plus the 10, so you do 17 damage with Pierce 3.
3.
Okay. Remember that's your first shot. You have
Can't
6
remember
shots
what
left.
Vicious one do.
Vicious gives you an additional lethal, basically. It gives you another crit, basically. Increases the crit by a certain amount. This is not the things, it's these down here. Alright, so it goes completely through it. You shoot one, and it goes through it and hits the other as the other one falls out of the sky. These are hatchlings, by the way. These are the smallest possible. These things are about the same size as like, a speeder bike. They're pretty small.
Does that scare any of them?
No. They seem hell-bent on trying to kill you.
These guys are little vicious bastards, huh?
A little bit, yeah. Now, obviously...
My ankles and shit.
Alright, now, it goes to their turn. They can't do anything except for get close, so they get up to short range now. One more turn, and they'll be able to get engaged.
Alright, we're gonna get a little fucking spicy on this one, alright, buddy? This is what we're
back to
doing.
you.
If I'm correct, I have...
Oh yeah, I forgot. You do 3 extra stun damage. So actually, 2 of them goes down.
What it's from?
There's only 1 left in one of the packs. The other pack is still getting close. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do?
I'm trying to remember which ones I'm trying to use here.
Well, the ones that you can use after you kill something is Terrifying Kill. Technically, there's Sniper Shot, but you don't need to worry about that.
Isn't there one that I can add on to Terrifying Kill?
Technically, that's one of your things down here, like Terrify Improved, which is in addition, the character may spend triumphs to stagger if you wish, but you don't have any triumphs on that. There is Prey on the Weak. The character deals +1 damage to 1 hit on all successful combat checks when a target is disoriented, but you don't have any disoriented checks at the moment.
What's Terrifying Kill?
It's up to you. It's up to you. We'll switch back to the rest of the group at 7 o'clock, so you have 6 minutes. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
All right, so I'm just gonna take another shot and perform Terrifying Kill afterwards. Once per turn.
I will have you know, you have to use a maneuver this turn for what Rav needs you to do. So you need to use a maneuver regardless. If you wish to strain to use your other maneuver, you can.
All right, so is Terrifying Kill a maneuver?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Both of these are maneuvers. That's knowledge of strength.
Yeah, so I'll strain to use it.
Okay, but that's only if you take something out. But okay.
Yep.
So first off,
is the roll
back to
the
this.
same?
If
I'm
you
gonna
well, you
probably
can't aim.
again.
Well, if you aim, then
Alright.
well, then you won't be able to do the maneuver.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Okay. Well, then this is the roll then, right here.
The difficulty would the difficulty go down since they're in short range, not long range?
Yes, it is. That is true. Short range.
Look at that, maximizing the effort.
A triumph, 3 successes
Oh,
and
I'm
4 advantage.
fucking this guy up, dude.
All right then. In that case, well, first off, obviously it dies. There's no way it's living. So, you wish to make...
The Terrifying Kill maneuver.
Alright, Terrifying Kill, which you may spend 1 Destiny point. You only have 1, so you're good. That's the only Destiny point in the session. I have 3 now that I can use, which I'm going to use soon. After conducting a successful attack where a thing is or suffers a critical injury, character must be able to perform maneuvers and may not perform more than 2 maneuvers a turn. Character rolls his force die no greater than his force rating, and may spend points to inflict 1 strain on any other characters within short range of that target, and may do so multiple times. So, your force is
3, I'm pretty sure.
3, yes it is. Go ahead and roll these.
Oh, wait a minute. I can just do this. What am I doing?
Oh wait, no you can't, no you can't. You have to do it, there you go, now you can do it. I forgot. Okay, 2 dark side, 2 light side. Do you wish, you can't flip a token, so you have to take strain if you want to use those.
I use those.
Okay, you take 2 strain, and your conflict goes up by 2.
Wait, I thought it was just 1 conflict.
It's a conflict per, remember?
I'm gonna read it.
Anyway, there you go. You did that, and now you're using 4, so you inflict 4 strain to the other hatchlings, which are within short range. I believe.
Now, what can I spend the advantages in the triumph on?
Did you strain to?
Well, you could technically crit if you wish, but you can't crit on those guys, so you'd have to,
Instantly kill another? Yeah, that sounds perfect.
well no. You got to try to do something with your combat thing. So you could wait. That is not. It's computer's checks.
Well, with the advantages, I'll give myself 4 boost on the next turn.
You could. Okay. Wait. Are those all advantages that are not? Oh, I forgot about what it was. We're just gonna. Yeah, we're gonna say that's
it was
possible.
3, 4, and 1.
That's fine.
3
And then
successes, 4
do you wish
advantages
to
on
do?
the triumph.
You wish to add any of this stuff to you? There is a large selection of things that you can add to yourself. You can upgrade the difficulty of the target character's check, which for now it would just be the hatchlings. You can upgrade
Yeah,
your
I'll
check
do
if you want.
No, I'll make their next check difficult. Is that with the
Okay.
triumph?
Yeah, that's with the triumph.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So then each one of them suffers 3 strain, which is 3, 3, 3. So that'd be 9. 9. Wonderful. All right. And now, what's it called? We need to get rid of that. Oh yeah, your maneuver, because you have to strain in order to maneuver, because you had to keep the 1 maneuver left over. You're at 9 strain out of 14.
Out of, yeah, I'm sitting pretty.
I wouldn't consider that pretty, but okay. Anyway, it's their turn. The Shriekhawk hatchlings at short range get in within engaged range within one maneuver.
How many are
Rev,
left? I killed 3.
There's 3, and now there's just these 3 left for the hatchlings.
There were 6 in total?
Yes, there were 6 in total.
I did the best I could.
Anyway,
Get some
you
water
got these
before it
2.
comes back to us.
It's about to be you. After this, probably. Anyway, they go up to you and begin to slash at you. They try to tear you up. Let's see. Oh wait, that's the young ones. That's not the hatchlings. These ones. Okay. 2. Be that. So yeah, it'd be 2 yellows. 2 yellows against your 2 difficulty. And I think not a challenge, a setback.
And then I
Because-
upgraded to red.
Yes, you did. You upgraded it, so it's like that. And then I think you have 2 defense currently, so it is 2 setbacks, that and that. All right then. They're not gonna be able to do anything else, so they're just kind of just going to try to hit you. They are unable to do it. The hatchlings are simply too, probably too
Stupid.
tired. Stupid, yeah, that too. Probably
They
that.
actually, the 2 threats, they hit themselves.
That'd be funny. In fact, actually, I'm gonna give you a free maneuver. You get 1 free maneuver.
Oh, so I don't strain? Sweet.
You get one for maneuver right
your
now to
last-
use.
Your last maneuver.
Oh, a free maneuver right now to use?
Yes, free
Yes.
maneuver right now if you want to prepare something, like an aim or any of that.
Can I just do another terrifying kill thing? Because it says I can do it freely afterwards.
Well, you can't do it because you haven't killed anything this turn. It's also not your turn,
Or
it's their
Mr.
turn.
Hanky.
Damn.
Probably
I guess I
upper
want to
range
get ready
right
to
now.
aim.
Okay. Well, keep in mind that you have to aim next time you get a boost die. I'll add that to your thing over here. Alright then, now we go back to the rest of the group. That's it for anyone this session for the moment. Or
Yikes.
maybe we might do more later. Depends on how long this session goes. Anyway, you guys are around halfway to the funnies,
Kreese.
halfway back to Kreese, which you're right here. You're about halfway back to Kreese when the next stuff occurs. Actually, no. I forgot. You just got to halfway. Now you're close to the edge. Okay. Big funnies. I can't do that part because Cal isn't here, so I'm not going to have to worry about it. So I'll have to worry about that when he returns. Half hour into the flight, you notice the funnies. Then another half hour passes. And on the horizon, you notice that small bits of fire and smoke coming from the city. As you get closer, you notice the smoke is billowing from the same dock that Mr. Hanky is at. Several
Mr.
Mandalorians are out and trying to put out fires. As you close in on the ship, you notice where the fires are coming from the most, which are the engine, the hyperdrive, and the bridge. Roddick immediately tells them to land at the closest dock so you can run over. You all jump out and start heading toward the dock that Mr. Hanky's at. Y'all run over to notice that the fires are strong. A Mandalorian comes over and says, "You can't go into the ship. The ship is complete. You can't go in." Do any of y'all say anything?
Steven
I'm
kicks
going
him in
in.
the balls.
I'm going in for
Everyone
Mr.
ran to Mr. Hanky. I didn't
Mr.
run to
Hanky.
Mr. Hanky.
I shove him out of the
I ran to
way
Mr.
and
Garrison.
tell him Mr. Hanky's in there.
Mr. Garrison's the next dock over, so that's fine. Anyway, what'd you say? What'd you say, Tostarek?
I put my cock and balls in his face and tell him Mr. Hanky's in there.
You can't. No. You can't do that. You can't
It's
do
for
that.
Mr. Hanky, dog. It's for Mr. Hanky.
Everyone's hyper focused on Mr. Hanky. I'm going over to Mr. Garrison.
He's going to Mr. Garrison.
Yeah, you go sit your ass pretty over there. One dock over, man. Fucking Mr. Elder, man. Dude, he's annoying.
Roddick will notice this, and he's like, "You better get back here and help this. This is your mess."
Yeah, dumbass.
Hmm.
I hate your kind. This is why I enslave them.
Baron looks oddly toward you. Yeah. Gives you an
Did
odd
you
look.
forget about Baron? Baron's the same kind of person.
No, Baron's the good one. Baron's the good one.
Baron's the
Baron's
good
the
one.
good
Baron's a
one.
good kind of.
Oh, Baron's the good one.
Yeah. See, he doesn't give us half information every time he tries to say something.
He doesn't give you half information because half his brain's gone.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah. So he can't say anything.
You see, this whole time, the whole half information thing was for funsies, but now you don't understand.
Now you don't understand. You don't understand.
I need to know when
Anyway.
I get to Mr. Garrison.
You
I guess
continue to
Steven
Mr.
would be
Garrison.
completely.
Yes.
I don't know if he would try to do it. I don't know if he might do it. He might do it. Let me real quick look at something. Let me peruse one of his thingies. He might just do something.
Oh no.
He's gonna touch your bum. That's what he's gonna do.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no,
bet
that's
he
Baron.
is once he figures out what I'm trying to do.
Does Steven... I have a question for you.
No, he's okay. No, you're fine. Yeah, you keep running off.
Steven is going to... Because Steven's been on Roddick this entire time, if I'm correct?
Yes.
He was on one of them, but Roddick would make the most sense.
No, from my knowledge, the last time I remember Steven doing anything, he's been on Roddick, and I haven't moved him from there, so I don't think.
Right? Yeah, because he was the last one to leave the room.
He grabbed
after
onto
I
Roddick.
spoke up with
Well, he
Baron.
grabbed
Does-
onto Cal, and then he grabbed onto Roddick. when we
Does
got the
does
ship.
Roddick have any type of explosives in a bag or on a belt that Steven would notice?
No.
Not that you're aware of. He has none on him.
The only thing that he has that's explosive-wise is his SKZ sporting blaster. It's a grenade launcher.
Steven couldn't carry that.
Yeah.
What about Baron? Does Baron have like a fucking hand grenade? He's a clone.
No, believe it or not. Out of
the fuck?
everything,
I don't
wrong
have a
with you
hand
people?
grenade.
I don't
Yeah,
think a
Steven's
single
going
person-
to Steven's following Mr. Mans.
the explosive expert's
I-
gone. Y'all have run out of explosives since
Steven's
then.
following
Wouldn't-
Mr. Mans.
I wouldn't recommend it. I would not recommend.
I don't.
it.
You underestimate Steven.
Roddick
Steven's the cool
is
man.
like, that's my ship. I need to get back in there. There's a bunch of stuff in there. He
Roddick isn't
basically
going to continue to stop him.
stop who?
Me.
Stop. No, he looks over. He balls his fist, but he's like, I gotta do that. I gotta deal with this.
You
The ship's
pussy.
burning.
I don't think Aiden would do that. You're not staying true to Aiden.
Really? Are you sure?
I'm
Yeah,
100% positive.
He's a murder hobo. Come on. No, he wouldn't. He doesn't.
Well, the issue
He wouldn't
was
kill you, but he would stop you from
There
getting
was-
on your shit.
Okay. Well then, fine. We're gonna attempt to do this then. All right then.
100%. I'm 95% positive. We will ask Aiden this later. 100%.
I'm gonna real quick open up my Star Wars thingies.
Honestly, is Aiden? Fuck. Why couldn't Aiden be here for this
That's what I'm
session?
saying. That's what I'm saying. Dude is like, oh, it's the most important lore dump session of all time. Yeah, we can't make it, guys. We're too busy going out pubbing or some nonsense.
Too busily fiddling our
alright.
cocks.
Anyway, so back to the thing. I actually have a whole thing now. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's on my Google Drive. Anyway, so we're gonna roll his force die. His force die to do the funnies.
Okay.
On
See,
top
now this
of,
is okay. Okay.
hold on. Where is I need to
A
actually
discipline
open it.
check.
Where is the funnies? List of force powers. Yeah, that one. That one. Hold on. That one and that one and that one, and technically that one. Okay. Okay. All right. How big is Mr. Garrison?
Silhouette.
What? I didn't say he was gonna do that.
Mr. Garrison is silhouette 3.
Silhouette 3. Hmm. You better hope he doesn't get enough points. Oof. Oof. So he's gonna have to strain for this, but he is going to do it.
Okay.
He does a funny. He begins to pick up Mr. Garrison from super far
Is
away.
he even? You said it was it's super
Another
far
dock.
away.
Yep, another dock away.
He's got range upgrades, bro.
And he picks it up and holds it over. Come help us, or I'm dropping it, and it's exploding.
Oh, it just exploded right now.
All right, your funeral.
Okay. Okay. There you go.
I'm gonna kill this guy eventually.
I'm literally trying to get rid of me as a problem, and you are just making.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is I don't think
Aiden.
Aiden would
He
actually let you leave. Now I don't know if he would have done that to the ship. I thought he was going to restrain you, because in my mind, I think Aiden would have focused
not
you,
to
not the
mention-
ship.
Wait,
Not
is
to
this a sign of Helmar Ma coming back?
I'm just
No.
like, well, yeah,
No.
no, it has nothing to do with that.
Damn
it's
it.
Just
You got my shack and my jelly for nothing, bro. Come on,
I'm
man.
realizing.
I'm shacking my
I
jelly for
am a
nothing.
detriment.
I'm just trying
I
to
am
stay true to
legit-
what would actually. If Aiden was here right now, I promise you he wouldn't let you walk away. That's
Well,
all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I knew he wasn't, but I didn't think range-wise he could do it. But then I double-checked, and then yeah, the range does make sense.
Well, I was thinking like I didn't
He
even
was
think
going
of
to pick
his
him
ship.
up. Yeah, I know.
I thought he would just pick up
But
Billy and restrain him.
the issue with that is that technically his discipline needs to be higher up.
But my ship, on the other hand, doesn't need to make a contested
Yeah.
check.
Steven's gonna continue to walk over towards that dock.
Which dock?
The one where his ship was.
Well, I mean, it's locked. Steven
Garrison?
can't get in there.
Yeah. I can get to the dock. I can't get in your ship. I don't need to get in your ship.
That's valid.
Okay. Well, I mean,
He's gonna continue to
well,
walk that way.
Steven easily able to just like make his way over there. Yeah. While this is
Okay.
all happening. What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you get over there?
I'm going to proceed to wait until that ship touches ground again.
Okay. While Elder is making his way back, Little Steven goes over to the ship as it not comes into land, but as
I
Roddick sets
cannot
it down.
believe you guys are literally.
Yeah, he wants to make a computer's check or a mechanics check to fry the systems from underneath the hood. It ain't moving anywhere anytime soon.
Dang.
I
Alright,
will literally just. You know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna go take like one of those. What is it? What is it when you just leave
He's
the
persistent.
planet on a like public transportation ship?
Oh,
The same way Helmar left. The same. I don't need this ship. I do not care about it.
well, again,
All
like I
care
said,
about is
all
getting as
those times
far away
ago,
from the party as possible.
like I said already, that whole funny business is you got to go to another city, so
Yeah.
you're gonna have to walk your way.
I don't. I have a repulsor engine.
Oh, of course.
I have a suit that has a speed of 4.
Yes, but that's of
So-
course personal scale, but still,
Personal. No, it's planetary.
it is planetary. But you're not traveling like Mach speeds, but still, you're still good. You're still speedy.
But I will help you guys out
Criminal.
with your ship because I do feel bad about that. But just so you know, I'm leaving after this. I owe you nothing.
Finally, that bitch is gone.
Okay. Well,
I don't know if Aiden would just let you leave though.
Why would he let me stay?
Because he's gonna
After
want
this,
answers from you.
Why
yeah, he's
would he
going to
want-
he's going to want questions.
He would interrogate
He
you.
wouldn't want
And-
questions.
And
Yeah,
if it means to, he would fight you to make sure that you stay and then interrogate you by any means.
And if he was here, I would be able to have the talk with him where I could tell him about this stuff later. All right, I just can't right now, and I can't say why.
You can't say
That's
why.
me.
That's that's
In
a
other words-
shitty excuse.
For somebody who's able to take in these a Jedi, someone who's able to take in this nonsense, I was gonna put my hand on his shoulder and be like, "You will know where to find me when I'm ready, but now is not the time."
Okay. Well, yeah, that ship is not taking off anytime soon.
We just have Helmar mock back, dude.
Yeah.
5
Steven did
successes.
his
That
thing.
ship is Mr. Garrison is staying. I don't need it. I don't care.
Okay. Anyway, so back
Steven was
to
like,
back to what's
"Absolutely
going
not."
on. After all that's happening.
I have some things that really help with broken down. ships,
Roddick,
so I'm a
you see an
gearhead.
anger
I can
in his
definitely
eyes
help.
like never before, and he walks up to the ship, noticing that parts of it that is on fire, and he makes another force check.
Not my drugs.
Yeah, the drugs are the issue. Nothing else. Just the drugs.
Yeah, we gotta be careful. If there's smoke in there, it could be cooking all the leftover fucking drugs that Turd had in here.
Man, I wish I could
Okay,
find
he
them.
doesn't need all three. He begins ripping pieces of the metal off near where the Near where the what's it called happened, where where like the smoke has in the fire has weakened the metal so that it's more pliable. And yeah, he rips pieces of it off. The Mandalorians watch this happen and are like, but yes, it happens. It happens.
Did you guys have a whole war with them?
Well, they already know this dude's like whacked mode. This dude was using a lightsaber. This is the first time they see something happen that's not of the funnies. But it's a huge fire. A Mandalorian gets in the way and is like, "You can't go in there." And then he begins to explain something to.
I'm just gonna tell the Mandalorian shit.
It happened around a half hour ago. 4 explosions went off in sequence from this dock. Everyone rushed over to see the ship on fire and parts of the ship blown off as if the explosions came from within inside. We all went on full alert thinking it was an attack going on. We have reduced the flames, but due to the nature of the hyperdrive and the engines, the fuel cells are adding to the fires, effectively making a super hot plasma that has been melting through the floors. It's been somewhat contained, but we won't be able to do repairs until it's fully extinguished in 2 days.
Literally Chernobyl.
Are you serious?
2 days.
2 days, yes, because it's burning the fuel.
At what time would Steven re-arrive at the hanky?
I mean, probably around the time this happens.
Not that the Mandalorian would understand it, but he's going to click clack and say unskilled, and then he's going to
Unskilled.
He's gonna do it himself.
he's going to first priority is, to his knowledge, he has no idea what's going on with anyone, so any of anyone's belongings is the first thing he'd be concerned about, especially the weird Shriek-Hawk blade thing he made. It'd be the first thing, and then he'd try and check to see what he can do to fix.
Can't wait for y'all to find out what all is gone. And this is the point where y'all
Let's just
find
get
out.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why.
Let's just get him to fix the
Listen,
ship.
I only planted the explosives, but also, yeah, we're going in the ship. We don't care.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
fine.
Steven would not even listen to
Alright.
them, by the way. He'd just
Over
he'd just
here,
walk right by
over here on
them.
the ship map. It's time to finally use the ship map. There's a huge thing that's happening. So first off, these two are not here. They're way over here, near all this stuff where the intelligent toolbox is. You guys are all getting in. Godzilla's still up at the command center. Who knows what's going on up there? But you guys enter from which section is this supposed to be? This is supposed to be the lowest section in the ship.
Is the Barbara
Why
Streisand
is the ship so
still good?
dang big?
You won't know until you get up there.
Oh boy, oh boy.
That is directly underneath the command center, and if it's making superheated plasma. Anyway,
Well, these were just micro explosive devices. They were not supposed to be heated plasma.
You know this isn't
explosive
gonna work.
devices.
I don't know why you're trying.
all right.
What?
My fiance.
Oh,
All right, so over here, where this part of the metal is super hot and stuff, you rip it off. You notice that it is extremely bright, but you're able to like slip through this part and get into this area. This is where most of the fires seem to have been extinguished, but nothing inside that hyperdrive area is at all ever to be used, or like
why
you
am I
can't go in
Turd
there.
Ferguson?
Oh, Turd Ferguson is still here. He gets
Turd.
knocked.
I need drugs. Turd.
That's exactly what he
Where
would
am
say.
I ain't on this board. Where am I?
Are you not? Oh wait, yeah, I forgot.
We
I
haven't
took
got
you.
anyone on this.
He forgot me too.
Anyone's on here.
You did? Oh,
We
you
don't
did.
have Cal Corvus. We don't have Toss Direct Bag, but we got anyone floating. Oh God.
You go.
Well, big.
I don't
This
care
will
anymore.
work for now. Cal Corvus will be outside dealing with stuff. He's talking to the Mandalorians and stuff. So
It was
there-
pure
that's valid.
excitement.
Anyway, so you guys get in here. This is this is deck 2. What do you want to use to get up to the floors? There is stairs here, but it's up to you how you want to go up. There's also an elevator here, and there's a giant elevator over here as well.
Well, given that the information I do have, actually, you might just want to check all your belongings.
No, not my drugs.
You might want to go check your storage rooms. I would suggest talking to that D20 fellow. You know, who
As
I
well.
would
runs.
Well,
suggest
seen
you get my
D20.
black tar heroin I had in my stash back before I
Anyway,
absolutely
well,
Hold
you
on,
guys
time
go
out,
do
time out, time out, time out,
that,
time out, time out,
and
time out, time out,
I
time out.
literally do nothing
Are
useful.
you talking
I'm
about the
literally
droid?
food.
The
Yes, the
Godzilla?
droid. Well, no, D20's the other one, but Godzilla is the astromech.
D20 is the
that-
engineer of the ship,
I
alongside
assume
his like.
Godzilla speaks Bionang,
So
so
what-
I don't know how to communicate with them.
So what would
Oh,
is
by the way,
Steven's droid still here?
Steven's
I think
droids?
Steven
Well, you're not.
speaks
You're not
Bionang.
in the area. You have to get up to deck 5. You're on deck 2 at the moment.
Is there something stopping me from doing so?
Well, there are a few different ways you can go up. There is this place right here, the elevator you can possibly take. You don't know if it's destroyed or if you're able to
I'm
use it.
taking
or
the
not.
stairs. The elevator's
There's
probably not working
stairs.
with the engine off.
I think there's multiple stairs. There's these stairs here that you can go up, and there's also these stairs over here.
Steven's taking stairs.
Which
Doesn't
ones,
matter
though?
which stairs.
Okay.
He doesn't care. He's just going up the stairs.
Let me actually put anyone Plodu over here because he's not actually here. And also I'll get you. Scale this down quite a good bit. That's a lanky boy. Alright, well then in that case he's going to try to go up these stairs. Those stairs will take him to deck 3. The first storage floor of deck 3, which is up here. Oh wait! I forgot. No, then he'd have to go up these sides, right? No, this is right. This is right. No, this is right. You'd go up here on this side. It's just weird looking. Steven goes up here and he notices that there is bits of metal and such. And molten metal more toward the back end. Okay. Anyway, back to this. Yes, he gets up here. There's molten metal at the back of this station. Where are you specifically? Are you going? Again?
He's gonna go check on
The droids.
wherever his droids. I'm assuming his droids would be wherever he was working.
Yes, and he was
this
working on them
blade.
in the intelligent toolbox near Barbara Streisand. So, he's going to continue trying to go up. He goes up another floor. To floor 4. When he notices the engines at the back, they're completely just engulfed in flames back there.
Oopsie.
Still absolutely.
My bad.
There's no way those are working again. He makes it to, and finally he makes
Oh
it.
no, I can get them to work. You just have to wait for it.
You go to the back near the engines to see if, because that's one of the only ways. No, that's right. That's right. You can go up this way. You go up some more stairs, and then eventually you reach the part where. Yes, you reach this. Wait a second. Is that technically be there? I kind of messed that up. That's fine. That's fine. Anyway, Steven makes his way up some more stairs, and he gets to the area where the droids and stuff would be, which is over here. You notice that there are bits of debris and stuff in the way, and Jack Harlow and Pop Smoke, alongside Barbara Streisand, are in fact covered in bits of debris from the explosives and the fires. It's just
It's not
debris.
that big a deal.
It's just debris. But clearly, it is. You're going to have to get some people up here to actually take everything out. You don't know You currently don't know the statuses of Jack Harlow and Pop Smoke, however.
Well, they were not functioning when he left, so it's not like they magically started functioning when he came back. What about the blade? Is that still around his workbench?
No, it is not.
Where would that be?
Well, that would have been in the storage area closest to where the reactor exploded, because that's where the first level of storage is. And
A reactor exploded?
you put... Or not the reactor, the hyperdrive, my bad. Not the
That's what I was
reactor.
gonna say.
Hyperdrive.
So
Hyperdrive.
I wasn't told to kill him. I was just
Well,
told
he'll
to
worry about that, I guess, last. Is there something like a fire extinguisher around here that I can attempt to get this engine under control?
No. A fire
Well,
extinguisher
yes,
is not
there's
going
plenty
to
of
put
fire
out that
extinguishers.
plasma.
There's plenty of fire extinguishers.
He's
in
gonna
fact-
double fist them, and he's gonna check it out.
Is he gonna attempt to do it? Okay, well, first off, you attempt to do that. Try to get close to them. It's nearly impossible, but you still try to use the fire extinguishers. It is doing literally nothing. In fact,
Okay, he throws the extinguisher
the-
in the engine and walks
the,
away.
the extinguisher like stuff, the plumes that are being shot out, are evaporating before they even touch the fire. That's how hot it is. I don't think that's how that
Yeah,
would
he
work,
just-
but still.
Yeah, he just walks away.
Anyway, you're
He's
down
like,
over
"Fuck
here. Back to you guys. What are you guys doing? I know where Roddick and them are going to go, but Tosterek, Brack, and Elder.
I'm just gonna follow around Roddick. I don't.
Okay.
It's up to him what happens next, I guess.
Tosterek, Brack.
I will offer my services.
I'm gonna go try to find my
help put this
things.
fire out and to repair the ship, but other than that, Elder has no other uses around here.
Okay, okay. Well, you find, well, yeah, you had most of your stuff on you, so you don't actually lose. You never lost anything.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about Tosterek, but yeah. But you
I
go
had a
with.
couple things.
Did you?
I'm pretty sure I did.
He had a what?
I don't think you,
Pretty
you
sure I
had
had
anything.
a couple things in here.
Yeah,
check
he had
your
a
sheet.
Shriek Hawk claw that he hadn't
Oh
made into a
yes,
blade
that's
yet.
true. That's true.
Yo, I gotta go find that thing right now.
And a lens,
Yep.
which you wanted to put on something. I forget exactly what you said you wanted to do, but
Oh, I made a necklace. I was gonna try.
Oh,
to make a
yeah.
necklace out of it.
well, wackadoodles. We'll say we'll say you find it because I didn't take that into account. I completely forgot. I didn't think you have anything on the ship. All right then, whatever. That's fine. Roddick. Roddick, upon getting in here and is like past the thingies, obviously he tries to put out the fires, but that does not seem to be working. He tries to even use the force to see if he can put out the fires that way, the fires that way by compressing it, but that doesn't seem to do anything except for make it more angry. He is furious at the moment. He tells Baron to go check the Barbara Streisand while he and the rest of y'all go to the command center. So Baron heads up to where Barbara Streisand is.
What about D20? Did we find D20?
So far, you haven't gone to where D20 is, or he would be, which is in the engines.
Okay, if anyone knew anything, it'd be D20.
All right then. Anyway, y'all make your way up to the command center. You do notice that the elevator is working a little bit, but it doesn't seem to want to go to the part where it's actually the command area. So you have to go up the stairs. Upon going into the stairs, you notice that most of the stuff in the command room is completely, and I mean completely, destroyed. It's not working. It just
I
isn't
can
working.
easily tell these were not the explosive devices that I planted.
No, these are the explosives. These are the ones Thrawn gave you.
The one I was told to plant did not have the intention of killing anyone, but everyone was supposed to be in the command center when it went off.
Yes.
So this would have killed everyone.
Remember, Thrawn gave you these explosives.
Yeah.
And he told you when they would explode.
Oh, you're telling me since he lied about that, he lied about how much damage it would have done too.
Anyway, so back to what's going on here. Yes, you guys make it up to the command center. Most, if not everything in this entire place is destroyed. Why is there a mini nuke there? There is you go over to see Godzilla is just he's offline currently on the floor, but he's not like dead or anything. He's just not there at the moment. He's not dead, so you're fine with that. But the window is completely busted. All of the windows, in fact, are completely gone. Fires are roaring. It's just like it's not good. It just ain't good. This ship is not flying for at least a week.
That's okay.
That's okay.
I'm sure you guys will be fine.
I'm sure you guys will be fine.
Enjoy fixing it for a week.
So, no, I'm gonna spend 2 days fixing it. But...
I'm gonna spend 2 days fixing it. You guys tried to look around to see if there's anything else here. But as you, I forgot. Did I actually put this all on here already? No, I didn't, because it wouldn't have been put on here. But I'll tell you the full list of things that y'all lost at the end of this. But first off, you go back, Roddick is like, okay, we need to go check the engines to see what's going on there. Maybe Baron might have seen something. So you head down. You notice Steven on the way down. Does Steven come along?
Where are they going?
They're going to the engines.
Steven was just at the engines.
Exactly.
Steven, has anyone gone to check on the actual place, like where your belongings are?
I mean, y'all have seen a few things, but I can't really... There's so many things I have to tell you that y'all have lost that it's kind of better if I just wait. But y'all have lost a good bit of stuff. That's the first thing. I'll just tell you right off the bat.
Steven is gonna... guess just stick with them.
Okay.
After he kicks Elder in the balls.
I don't think you can kick that.
Alright, fucking latch on with his teeth. He's a feral fucking rat right now, alright?
Wackadoodles, wackadoodles. Anyway, y'all make it down.
Walking with him, dangling with you.
Walk down to the engine bay. And notice, as you enter the engine bay... well, first off, you can't even enter it that well at all. But, for the sake of it, as you approach it, you notice that there's a bit of there's been used extinguishers here. There's so many piled up. Roddick attempts to put the fire out, just like Steven did, to no avail. Baron's with y'all now. That doesn't seem to work. You hear the cries of help trying. After they clearly hear you, clearly something hears you, trying to do something.
I'll suffer a few burn wounds.
And
Fire repulsor engine. I'll be in and out. Let me get them.
Okay.
Let me do it.
Okay. I need you to make a, you don't really need to make a planetary. I need you to make an athletics check.
Gotcha, boss. That's gonna be 2 green. Yep.
Alright.
And a boost die, because I'm a clone.
Unless you're a clone. Make the check. Oh wait, I probably should add setback because fire. Two successes and a threat. Yeah, you'll take a singular wound because this is still fire. It is not strain. Singular wound. You rush in, and without looking, you grab whatever is, like, there. But you notice as you pick it up that it starts melting your dang armor, so you immediately drop it as you get out, because it's hot.
Yeah.
And melting in a pile of molten metal, still, basically. There's bits of molten metal, at least, on him. He's not he didn't just pick up a puddle. But he was melting, is D20. He ain't good. In fact, he's so not good that he looks to Roddick and says, I did my best. And then dies.
Rip D20.
You look, Roddick is quite distraught about this, as he's lost yet another friend, even though To be honest, y'all never even
You
talked
see
about
that?
D20.
That is payback for AC and DC.
That's
alright?
payback for
I earned that. I earned that.
Roddick immediately goes over to him, rips off his back panel, still molten, by the way, or still hot metal. He does not care about this, and begins trying to check his log before they're fully fried out of him. And he notices that every single mouse droid is also gone. Y'all have no engineer anymore. No engineers. You need a whole new set of engineers, which means you need money.
I'd say, could Steven attempt to get the logs?
Oh, you just did. And the logs were everything is destroyed.
Oh.
That's what Roddick just got.
Now, is there a way to collect something to where I could implant it in another droid and get D20 back, technically?
There is that thing. There is that thing we came up with.
Steven
Would you like to wish
attempt
Steven?
to do
Because
that.
this might hurt Steven, because again, this is hot metal. But this is the best time to take it, because this is when it's least
You
damaged.
could probably use an extinguisher on him, and it would probably cool him off.
It might cool him a little bit. It's up to you. What does Steven want to do?
Steven would attempt to just get it, not wasting any time with the extinguisher.
Okay. Steven will attempt to make a mechanics check. Clear all that. 1, 2, 3, 4. An ability. The difficulty is for him. It would be that. I know it'd be this with.
I'd say
challenge. I believe you get a boost.
Back. Oh yeah, I think he has stuff to help him with this, but also I'd say a setback for it being extremely fucking hot.
Yeah, I was about to put that on. I'm just trying to see if he removes any, so I don't have to worry about it.
Most of the stuff's for crafting, though. Unfortunately,
The character removes equal to make define scavenger. Scavenger items, I think. Well, that technically doesn't help. Code breaker.
He's scavenging for something off of a dead droid, so
technically,
that's not a stretch. That's not a stretch. Shut up with your self.
These checks could include negotiation, perception, or other checks depending on the circumstance. Yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. You remove the setback. That will be that. That'll be that. You still don't get a boost. Oh wait, no, I forgot. He is molten. There you go. Now you're good. 4 successes and a threat. Okay. I'll keep that in mind for when you install it into your robot. But
I was gonna say 1 singular wound for hurting, but okay.
No. The threat is for something. It is still like you're taking damage. You're still going to take damage regardless. You're
gonna say for installment. You're gonna
2.
keep it in mind.
Well, yeah, for the 4 successes. Keep in mind.
All right.
The threat's for this. Anyway.
With that being said, Steven will grab this, turn around, explain to Roddick what it is, and then tell him when he has the chance, retrieve Jack Harlan.
Okay.
And then turn away and walk away.
That's funny. If you actually do that, that'd be funny. Dang it, I love the pit droid. I didn't want him to die. Anyway, so, moving on. Does anyone else do anything? Roddick is kind of distraught at the moment.
Since Steven's just walking away, he's gonna go to the storage unit.
Okay, y'all are gonna go check your lockers and/or storage.
Yeah.
Test Brack has nothing in there. So.
All right. So again, the places that are completely off limits in the ship are the engine and the hyperdrive. They can't be helped. That quite literally, you can't help it. The fuel is simply burning too hot, and it won't be put out. And the Mandalorians do not have the right tools for the job. Anyway.
Brokey.
Brokey. What?
As Steven click-clacks, unskilled. Again.
Unskilled again.
Elder
So.
throws his hands up, low div.
Over at the ship cargo.
They got no wrists.
First off, first thing that goes off the list, I'm gonna start listing everything that you lost. The bowcaster is gone. The toolbox is still there. That didn't get damaged by the debris. You're lucky on that one. I rolled for most of this stuff, by the way. The survivalist armor that I forget who had,
Me.
gone. The hob, I think this was supposed to go away anyway. The hob and the Gungan plasma balls went off, adding to the explosions. The explosive shackles are still there. The reactive plating attachment, gone. The explosive
Isn't
crate.
that what I bought?
Yes, it is. The explosive crate that y'all bought at that one auction that has a billion grenades and crap in it.
Yeah.
They all exploded. And are gone.
Nice.
Brass knuckles, gone.
Damn it.
Portable power generator, gone.
Explosion.
4 survival kits. You have 2 now. 5 each. I actually should have done that. The training pink sabers, gone.
Oh no, not my pink training sabers.
You still have a tool belt. Next page. Survivalist armor, that's modified, gone. The ammo grenade
That
rack
one
that
went
y'all
on.
stole, still there, because it was in a rack.
Nice.
The dual phase lightsaber mod, and the cyclic crystal array, gone.
Not the.
No, wait.
And
Anyone would have had that on him. He never took that off. That stuff was with him. It was on his person.
Check the logs.
Check the logs, check the logs.
I'm almost positive he had that on him. Because he was going to put it in his lightsaber.
Beskar thingy, disruptor pistols, Beskar Mando armor, Bob Hugh. No, that's there. This unrefined. You have 3 Christophus crystals. You have the adapt skin on you. You had the adapt skin on you.
Who's carrying Christophsis crystals on them?
Me.
Anyone. He had 3 of them. Reflect adaptive skin. Infra binoculars, weapon detective goggles, concealed recorder, cargo scanner, hunter goggles, authentic tools, Jedi belt, modular backpack, stim packs, and then in your locker space you had a heavy blaster rifle. Well, all that's gone. The laminate armor was gone. Heavy robes, no, that one's fine. Stun grenade is also fine. Disruptor pistols, you had those with you. You took those, so those are fine. The Beskar armor is obviously not in your possession, but it's not on the ship. And then the Rick blade size claw you still have yet to figure out, because Steven hasn't done something. But no, the cyclic crystal array as well as the other stuff is in fact gone.
What? Dude, I'm pissed. Okay.
The
I
last
lost
thing,
so much shit because of this.
the last thing that is destroyed is the reflector shield that y'all never used. Gone.
Steven is to wish to find the blade.
Let me put this down here. That takes up that much space, but I believe that's 12, 700. That's 12, that's 3, that's 15, 20, 25, 26. 27, 28, 29,
Laney.
30. 33. You have 733.
Stop it.
Bam. There you go.
My goodness.
That is everything that's been missing and or destroyed because of the explosives. Wackadoodle. Oh, by the way, your bike is fine, Tosterek. That was outside.
Yay!
You never put it in the ship. You never said you put it, so I just say you.
Anyone lost so fucking much.
I'm gonna run over Elder with it. I'm gonna hit Elder and land it on him.
Roddick Vag. I wonder what Roddick Vag would do in this situation, but he is
Mm,
appeased.
I really wonder.
I have my assumptions, but I will no longer speak on Aiden's behalf for now.
I will send him a message, and I will tell y'all what
I
he says.
messaged him, but he has not answered me.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
'Cause I
he's,
at
like,
least
out.
wanted to make sure that the decision that I had said he would make about not letting Billy's character move, leave, if that was correct, and he hasn't answered.
That's fine. Yeah. Big.
And I
funny-
phrased it in a way to make it to where it was like not nudging him in a certain direction. I
certain
was being
direction.
kind.
Doesn't say.
Because what I think he would do right now, I think could also be an Annie one decision. So I'm not saying what I think Aiden would do at this moment, out of conflict with my Annie-ness, my Annie one-ness.
But yes, the ship is lost. It is non-functional for a few days. Well, it's
Mr.
non-functional for a week basically, but for a few days you can't go into certain places in the ship. And you've also lost your engineer, so you need to find a new one. And also a bunch of mouse droids, which I'm pretty sure they're really cheap. They're not that much, but still, the engineer's the biggest issue. And yeah, there you go.
You know, sometimes I wonder if you guys just like keeping me around.
Sometimes I wonder if I want to hit you with my speeder.
Colton.
I guess we have Elder here for 2
I would
days,
dodge.
right? At least fixing the
I have
ship.
no idea. I have no idea. I mean, he
Well,
said
he
would
said,
fix it.
quote for
He
quote, go back
said
in the
it.
stream. He's
said
here to
he'll
He
fix
did.
the
He did
ship
say.
for
He
2
did say
days.
he would fix it.
Yeah.
He did say he was fixing
So
it.
we have him here for 2 days. I think
Well,
that would entail next session, correct?
In 2 days, it'll be ready to be repairable.
Yes, you can't. Well, the only thing you can repair is the parts of the ship that aren't able to be gone into, which is
I
the
guess
command
Steven
area.
would work on that
The command area is the only place that y'all
after he
technically
finds
could.
this.
Get on it, boy.
But also, I feel like Cal Corvus could just be like, get a Mandalorian pit crew on this thing.
There already
No.
is. There are several pit crews working on it, but they can't get to the engines
Why can't they?
because
Because it's burning up in flames.
they already
currently.
told you y'all can't go in there for 2 whole days. It is
Well, we don't need to. We don't need to go in there. Get the ship out of there.
Get the ship out of there.
Ah.
Oh, and also y'all gotta move the debris and stuff.
This planet is covered in sand.
This
The perfect thing
Turn
for
it into
dousing
glass.
plasmatic fire.
This man out here.
You can suffocate it with sand.
It's coarse and rough and it gets everywhere. Apparently, they
It's
don't like
coarse
it.
and it's rough and it gets everywhere. And apparently, I don't like it.
Well, anyway, what do y'all do before I say what Roddick does?
Steven goes looking for the blade. That's his top priority before he fixes anything on the ship.
Okay. Well,
He's
Oh,
very
I'm gonna-
distraught about not finding this blade so far because
I
it was
go
the
to a
last
bar.
thing his buddy
Yeah.
asked him to do, and he hasn't seen his buddy in weeks.
I'm gonna
I
look
leave
for
the ship and
nearest,
go drink.
you
go to the
do
nearest public transportation station.
You do
and
find it.
Hit the ride out of here.
you do find what's it called? You do find the blade, but it is majorly damaged.
Ooh, well that's not too bad. You can.
Is it
fix that.
fixable?
Yes.
Well, yes, that's an actual like roll stuff you got to do, but it
As
requires
long as it's not
money.
broken, it's fixable. Oh,
It
yeah.
requires
big money.
Money?
Money.
Big, here it is.
Money,
Repair-
money,
or
money.
that bird droid.
Oh, I have a question that I don't want the answer to, Colton.
Is it money related?
How much
It
money I got?
involves money-related things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that paycheck of mine that's just hanging around somewhere that anyone hasn't collected. Where the fuck is that?
That is a funny question. It'd be a
Probably
shame
got
if that
burned up.
also got burned up.
It better not have, goddammit. I will riot. I lost my crystal array, my other thing for my saber, my stuff for my armor, all of my armor besides what I currently don't have in my possession.
Upon Steven finding out that it's majorly damaged and he has to repair it, he goes to look for the funds that was given as a paycheck, obviously. He goes to look, and yes, it is in the area that's all whacked out and stuff, and he tries to attempt to find where the credit stick and everything is. However, it definitely appears it ain't there.
That's
Oh
why you
my
don't
fucking
execute
god!
POWs.
You mean I lost everything and I can't
That's why
even
you don't
buy shit?
execute- That's why you don't execute prisoners of war. Right there.
That wasn't a prisoner
Why
of war. He was actively attacking everybody.
Actually, he was on his knees with his hands behind his head.
No, he was currently he was sitting in a chair, and I grabbed him out of the chair and threw him out. That's not anyone's fault but his for
He was too
driving the truck
dangerous.
in the first place.
He was
Wrong
too
time, wrong
dangerous.
place.
Bro sounds like an
It's his own
op
fault.
right now.
I mean, hey, listen.
Let me make sure I
listen.
save all this.
If a guy drives a vehicle up to your house and his boys get out to shoot you, is he not part of that crime?
Oh, by the
killed
way,
boy.
just so you also know, I forgot to say this too, but everything that Turd Ferguson had that y'all still had stored on the ship is gone as well.
No.
That's a criminal. This is criminal.
I am a criminal.
This is sad.
And I
I
leave.
get no drugs.
I can
Elder
okay,
is
so now I
leaving.
can almost positively, with the answer that was just given by Colton, I can honestly, purposely say I know what Aiden would do.
Oh, Aiden might kill him.
Almost no. Aiden would never kill anybody. That's the problem.
what I'm
That's
saying.
the only conflict.
That's the
He's different.
problem.
That's
That's the
anyone.
problem.
If anyone was here right now, brother,
Yeah,
God help
I'd be
Guess
so dead.
what?
on
I
that.
want to roll.
Anyone
but,
Platoon has no chill at all. I'd be executed.
I want to kill
on the
him,
spot.
you'd
but
executed you as soon as you saw the flames on the ship.
After Steven comes over to Roddick to announce everything that has been lost completely, Roddick makes a slow turn toward Elder.
out of the corner of his eye, he sees me sacking him.
I look at Baron.
Look at Baron. You look at him and he's just looking down at the floor.
Oh no! I look down at the floor now.
Damn, but
Now, obviously, he's not going to do the funny things because he doesn't have it. I was going to have him bind you if he had it, but when I checked like a week ago, he does not have bind.
Right?
But
he's not that strongly willed in the Force like another.
He can't lift you and hold you in place.
No,
He could lift me up a short distance and drop me, and I fall unconscious.
that is technically something.
Actually, I don't think
But-
I'd fall. Yeah, no, I have too many hit points. He needs to do a medium distance.
yeah, I leave
Plus,
the ship,
also,
go to
you
a
don't
bar,
take
and come to-
fall damage because you have that armor on. So it wouldn't
Oh,
even
that's
do
also
anything.
true. Yeah, I can't take. Well, I mean, if he force moves me into a ceiling at medium distance, it's like fall damage that I can't ignore.
He'd have to hurl you at it, which he does have. But no,
Oh my goodness, he has that now. That's scary.
no, he's not going to do any of that. But he is going to say that you stay on this ship until it is fully repaired.
Oh.
And if you do not, we will hunt you down.
and I will personally kill you,
I mean, I wasn't
like
planning
I've been
on hiding.
saying for.
I don't think.
But-
However, I still don't think Aiden would kill him.
No, I will do it.
Well, yeah, he would.
You just
But
shat
he
your
would get
jelly,
someone
brother.
to.
It wouldn't take long. I
Me.
need to see anyone around.
If anyone heard about this, it'd be another
Dude,
sex
once he
situation.
does,
Dude, don't
oh my god! Once he does, you better hope he doesn't come back and you're
So
still
hold on.
here. That's
Wait a
all
minute.
I'm saying.
Okay. Does that mean I'm still playing this guy?
For now, yeah, he's not
I'm
dead.
so mad.
Haven't you made like 3 characters already?
No. Well,
Wait,
technically, yes.
Yeah.
Technically, yes.
I made a character before the game started, and I was like, I don't want to play him. And then I made Helmar, and I
Then
played
Jack Viss
Helmar.
came back.
Yeah, Jeff Viss came back as like a public enemy #1.
Public enemy #1. Technically, he hasn't done anything to y'all.
He's a henchman.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
Oh
Yes.
man, I can't wait. Anyone's
Anyway.
gonna be so pissed.
Roddick,
my pistol
the first
to
thing
Elder
that y'all,
right
the
in
first thing that he gets everyone to like work on is like the actual quarters, because that all got messed up because of everything. But he specifically tells Elder that you get to go sleep. You can still go sleep in your ship. But if it's not there
No!
in the morning, you know.
That's not how we treat slaves.
That's not how we treat. That's not.
We make them sleep with the wolves.
I can't believe you guys are actually making me stick around.
He
Yeah,
knows
you're
as much
good
as
at
much as
making
anyone
shit
that
better.
you're going to still obey to some degree.
I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, I choose
Not
life.
because you don't want to, but because yeah.
I'm gonna tell you though, it's a lot better if we don't just. Well, no, I actually don't think it really matters. We could just choose death right now and get it over with.
I will personally murder you if I find you again
Personally
for my
murder you.
drugs that are gone.
You had no drugs on the ship. There was no more.
No,
That's what I'm
I was
saying.
gonna cut off Turd, and then just get him.
Turd Ferguson has no drugs on him anyway. Anyway,
No, in a system, I guess.
so you all go to sleep at some point after you all fix up parts of the ship. I imagine, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but- no,
where
I go
does-
out and drink and party.
Dang. I need to know where everyone is going to sleep at.
Steven's gonna go sleep on the hard pavement outside the ship.
Elder's gonna go into his ship and realize he can't open that bitch right now. So he just pops his squad up against the landing gear, opens a fifth of Corellian whiskey, and drinks himself to sleep.
I go to a bar and smoke a lot of cigarettes and get really drunk and fall asleep on a girl's
Would you like to
booty.
spit?
on a girl's jelly.
That ain't okay. Well, Mandalorians aren't going to allow that, but you can get little wasted if you want to spend
Right,
some.
what is this?
Your 65
some
credits.
Outworld?
Oh, dude, I'll make a whole drug empire with 65 fucking credits, dog. I'll be the new
Rose-
empire, just selling
How
drugs.
much money do you want to
Rose
spend
enterprising.
on
Rose enterprising right now.
I'll spend like 20.
20?
I'll spend
All right,
20
you spend
credits.
20. You get a little wasted. All right, you get a bit wasted after having your friends lose nearly a whole lot, not everything.
Also, if I'm
Anyone
smoking
lost
a cigarette,
everything. He
I'm
didn't
putting
give a
it
fuck
out on
about
my
Hanky.
face.
What?
If I'm smoking a cigarette, I have to put it out on my face.
Yes, you do that.
Good.
Keep
Just a
forgetting
weird
it.
addiction.
It's a weird addiction. So, you all go to sleep. Calcorvus
Empire
Kreese
made
goes
me
to
do it.
sleep within the city of Kreese. And the rest of y'all go to sleep wherever y'all wish. I imagine you get wasted and fall asleep.
Yep.
Big funnies. Y'all wake up the next day. Actually, let me go down to the calendar. It's a different day now. We're on
Finally.
Syntax Day. You have basically 3
What about
days.
the Fallout 3 kid? No, I know who has it.
Anyway, y'all wake up the next day.
Yeah.
To would it be? No, yeah, to alarms basically.
Oh,
What did
in
Elder do
today.
this time?
Out. he
that
just
today?
keeps on. He keeps doing this. He can't keep it.
It's fucking rad, dude.
Y'all wake up. To find that Calcorvus Kreese has gone missing overnight.
Uh-oh, Elder killed him.
Calcorvus
We need any
Kreese
money.
has apparently just gone missing. No one knows where he went. He's actually gone. He's not in the city anymore. They searched everywhere.
already
They
in
checked
the
the
game.
they checked the
Got it.
cams. They checked everything to see if like there was any way he went out. But he's gone. Calcorvus Kreese is completely missing at the moment.
There's no cams that's last saw him. Like there's nothing.
I like I said, they checked them. Nothing. Not a single thing.
Where
Not a
was his
single
last
trace.
communication?
Hold on.
In his room.
Would the cameras around him happen to have ever malfunctioned or blurred per se?
Elder, what did you do?
Well,
I might know.
you might know something.
of something.
You do go. They allow you, as well as Roddick and everyone else, to go check the cameras as well to see if there's anything that you notice. But y'all notice nothing. Y'all notice nothing about the thing. There
Nothing
simply is nothing.
Oh.
So there's no camera that has
However,
him leaving
Does
the ship.
Steven wish to make a check?
He does wish to make all the checks.
Dang, so you're just gonna
Every
willingly
single one.
kill him right now? That's insane.
What?
No,
Can't
no.
kill Steve.
This is a pretty hard check to see if this happens. See if this is true.
What is he doing exactly? He's hacking the computers.
He's no, he's not hacking computers. He's looking into. He's checking the data of the actual recordings because something seems fishy to him.
Okay, he
Does something seem encoded?
I don't know. We'll find out what
he would
Steven
see,
sees.
he'd asked to see if
Oh, I
anyone
can't
could give
do
him a
that.
hand for a boost die. If anyone
I
around
can't
here
do
knows
that.
anything about
I
computers.
mean, I know about code breaking and bypassing
think I do.
security, so.
All right.
I don't know.
Is there anything like do I have code breaker where like if I have to bypass
You do,
stuff,
but it's not setbacks or anything.
Yeah, it's separate.
There's
Alright,
no
go for
setbacks.
it.
Breaker.
All right, go for it.
Roll. You're Steven. you
Ugh.
know that.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I did that.
Oh,
Ooh.
fail.
But he
Alright.
gets 6 advantage. What the fuck?
You're completely unable to figure out what exactly is going on here. But
Steven.
something is definitely off. Steven can't determine what it is, but there is something funky about all of this. It doesn't seem right.
I think Elder's up to
It's
this.
definitely not. It's definitely nothing that the cameras would have 100% saw if Cal went out, meaning
Helmar
something
Mock?
has tampered. Something has tampered with the cameras.
Helmar Mock.
Helmar Mock?
Elmar Mock? What?
Can he make another check? He'd want to. Does this room have a clearance? People have to have clearance in and out of this room.
Well, no. This is just you're basically clear to go anywhere.
No, we are. But I'm asking, can anyone enter this room?
Basically, except
Maybe we
for
should
like
investigate the
maybe
room,
lower
but yeah,
officials, I
Cal
guess.
Corvus was into.
Could he check to see the cameras on who entered in and out of this room in the last few hours?
Oh, you're trying to see if you can do that.
Look at the
Well,
little
actually, with the
Steven.
advantages, I'm gonna just give it to you. Steven just checks to go look at the doorways and
Actually,
stuff
wait
to
a
see
minute.
if like anything happened,
Elder is in.
and they clearly have been hacked.
Oh no. Elder is up to something fishy here.
You can literally look at the cameras. Elder passed out by his landing gear
I
and
know, I'm
went
trolling.
back to
I'm
the
fucking
S-
with you, dog.
He went to Mr. Hanky, and he's been extinguishing fires all morning. All right.
Good.
Extinguishing
whip that.
inextinguishable fires.
In that case, there's not much anything
He's
else
blowing
Steven can
on
do.
it
So
because that's what I have to
I get
do.
on my
I-
speeder and go looking.
You go looking. That's insane.
Steven's gonna table this and come back and maybe check it out when he gathers some more.
Is there anything else anyone else would like to try to do?
Unfortunately, no. I am blowing out fires with my breath.
What do I have? What do
My
I
stink ass
have?
breath goes.
Okay.
You have no expertise in this field, there, Cam Dog.
Yeah, I know. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm fucking medic here.
He tries to heal the
Maybe-
computer.
Maybe y'all should.
I
go
try to
check
heal the
room,
computer with my stem.
Investigate what happened. Go to the room that he fell asleep in.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's really the only option we've got.
Y'all keep thinking of what y'all want to do. I gotta go to the bathroom.
I mean,
So,
I got
I'll be right back.
I got street smart.
Y'all should have let me leave.
No.
No, I'm telling you. It would have been good if I was gone by now.
You keep saying that, but you're not giving us a reason to believe.
Well, that's because I can't just outright be like, oh, well, this would happen if Elder left, but that'd be metagaming.
Helmar Mock would return and
I
kill
can't.
Elder.
I can't. Maybe, I don't know.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I can't metagame. I
Leak?
can't say what happens.
Guys, I think he just leaked the rest of the chapter.
But also, I can't think of a good reason why you'd even want to keep me around. I am literally a detriment to y'all's health.
Just to enslave you and make you fix the ship.
I am literally a clone with a chip in my head. I confirmed that day one when y'all figured out I was a clone, that I still got that damn chip in my head.
Wait. Could
Yeah.
Steven...
All I'm saying is that I know there's probably some type of information that we could
You know.
potentially maybe get out of you
Oh,
through means of all types of means.
Torture.
All men
I
like their
mean-
balls, clone or not.
I mean, I get. Well, you wouldn't be wrong there. It's just I can't. I can't do any of that, and I can't explain why either.
Well, we can also remove that chip.
Yeah, I want Steven to do that, actually.
I would advise against doing that. And
Why?
I can't.
Are you
I-
a pipe bomb?
Well, this is the cool part. Aiden's our leader, and he's not here, so
Uh,
I think Aiden would say yes to this.
I'm kind of trying to keep you around long enough for Aiden to make the decision.
the thing is, I mean, at this point, I don't. I mean, Colton would need to hear about all this because, I mean, honestly, I can't really say anything about it.
I have a feeling Helmar Mock is gonna return because he was said.
I mean,
He
dude
was
said he
active.
would he'd meet again. That's just gonna happen at some point.
Wait. Is
That's just
Elder
gonna happen.
Helmar Mock in disguise? What?
Oh, hell no. Yeah, no. That
Yeah, I
ain't
know, I'm trolling. I
Bro
knew
ain't
that
blue
was...
no more. Bro went from blue to not blue. Bro went from being blue to being Jango Fett.
Helmar Mock's one of the Mandalorians in the ship.
I'll be back.
Oh no. Now all I'm saying is y'all really can't you can't get anything out of Elder and you don't want to keep him around. It's just like
So what you're saying is that chip is computing back to a hitman that's trying to kill us. Guys, I think I just leaked the chapter. Oh shit. Well, there goes him. Did Helmar Mock just join the chat?
Oh yeah, it's Helmar. Helmar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, it's so freaking hot in here. We gotta turn that fan back on. You want a Pepsi? Okay. Yeah.
God dang. Turns out I had to go do something else. But I'm back. Hello? Hello?
Alright, I am back. My ass is wet.
What in the world?
I was filling up some water
Yo,
and
what
the bottle came on me, alright? Oh, I need another invite, by the way. My internet went out.
Okay. Another invite. There you go.
Why can't it just work?
Wacky doodles.
It's doing the same shit again. And then what was it? Pat said he'd be right back. I'm not sure what Pat said he'd go do.
Okay.
I think I solved the Scooby-Doo mystery.
I think I've solved it.
The Scooby-Doo mystery.
I think Elder's chip is linked to a Helmar Mock. And Helmar Mock's trying to kill us.
Helmar Mock, it was him the whole time.
Not my best blue friend. Friends with benefits, should I say.
What is he? I didn't turn the bloody fan on. I'm back. Oh my goodness, it instantly cooled down in here. Instantly, like, dropped 10 degrees after just turning a freaking fan on.
Okay. Dang. Okay. This might take... I mean, do we even have... We might have to do a shorter session.
What?
Well, again, while I was gone, I had to do something, and then I found out that we might have to leave here soon, so... Oopsies.
The hell? What the hell?
Yeah, what?
That's not my fault. It just... It was...
I don't have to wait another 2 weeks for a whole load of nothing burger again, do I?
No, we'll definitely do
What
it.
the hell,
next
LeBron
week.
James?
We're not stopping it now, by the way. We're not stopping it now. I just want to know what's going on. We still got like maybe an hour. It'll just be an hour less session.
Why can't it be all night?
There's no... I don't have enough, like, information from everyone else. And I need Cal to
This
be
is
here for the next part.
Absolutely bogus, dude. What are they even doing? Easter is tomorrow.
They're doing some friend with benefit stuff.
That's what I'm thinking.
What in the world?
There you go. The jig is up. Erotic badge, kidnapped, Cal
You-
Corvus, dead in the night,
Yeah.
and had a night of passion. They say.
Insane.
Lots of screams and lots of hairy things.
I
went
could
on
swear
that
in the middle of Cree City, you could hear a little boy screaming, "Rick Blade!"
room. Yo. A little boy screaming is wild.
That's Cal Corvus Creek.
And he's a little bit weird.
Well, I need to know what's happening. So we can continue.
Well, I'm on the ship, fixing the ship until the ship's fixed, because that's my punishment.
Mm-hmm.
You have to ask, what is it, Toss the Rack Brack and anyone to do what they doing.
I mean, I'm in a club with a bunch of women. Because my nickname for the Sith was Andrew Tate.
What? Get
What
out.
do you mean? What?
I have my pyramid scheme.
Pyramid scheme, he says.
And I'm also invested into the Mandalorian stock market, so I'm gonna
The Mandalorian stock market. That's about to plummet. Hope you're ready.
Oh, buddy, I've already pulled, man.
Okay. This will be the greatest rug pull of all time.
Dude, it's
All right.
gonna be better than the Hawk Tuah coin.
That's insane. Anyway, what's going on? What's going on? So, Elder, I know you're doing that. Toss Strike Breaker, you're
Yeah.
doing that. We still gotta wait for him.
Right, what is Steven doing? Steven is currently making, I mean, seriously, do we not have, like, cryo grenades or anything on this planet?
Oh,
Why not?
I don't know. Ask the lore keepers.
Like, not even like a fire truck, bro? With a big old hose on it?
They already did that. They already brought all that out, but that didn't help.
They didn't do it enough, evidently.
They didn't do it enough. Okay, well, regardless, the ship is in ruins. It ain't working for like a week, basically. So y'all are stuck on the planet until the war's over. So, I mean, hey, that's good. That's good, kinda. Let's see here. What happens next? Do y'all leave to go do your own things? I mean, there is, again, it's, y'all have, y'all
Let's
could go...
just time skip a week ahead to when the ship is fixed.
Okay, well, that's not happening because Cal Corvus there's some major stuff happening with
There's
Cal Corvus
a
Creed.
major mystery happening right now.
Yo, Elder, I think I just found out what you look like.
Is it blue?
No, just looking. Because you're. I mean,
That's
He's-
that's
Is
more like
that
that's more
close?
like what Helmar looks like. You got that Sith angst. You got that Sith angst, brother.
yo,
Yeah, that's Helmar.
I'm here. That is not Elder, bro.
I mean, technically, that literally is Elder, but
That literally is.
That? Nah.
that's literally what he looks like. That's literally Django Fett.
Bar for bar.
Yeah.
Bar for bar. So okay, information regarding like didn't y'all say y'all are investigating something before y'all figured out before I went away for a second?
And this is what Toss Track Brack
Back.
looks like.
Oh, there you are. Yeah. What are y'all doing? Because that major stuff's done now.
Did we go discover the room?
Oh no, that was the last thing that y'all said before I had to go do something. I gotta go like at some point soon, so I'm gonna try to get this done as soon as we can. And I also want to get anyone stuff done. I might finish up on that after we do this next thing. And we'll finish the session with anyone, I think. Alright, so, back to this.
2 bits of anyone in one session? Must be
Well,
getting lucky.
there doesn't seem to be a lot of... We don't have the 2 other characters, and there's like some major bits that are happening right now that they're not here for. So I can't do it, technically. I could act it out, but it wouldn't make sense for y'all to be able to hear it. Y'all would hear it anyway, but like specifically, I'd like to do it with Cal here, because it's a major thing, like major decision. But for now,
I think Steven's going to do whatever Roddick wants to do. That
yes,
there's not much
Roddick
he can do at the moment.
Roddick at the moment is so distraught about everything that he's just going to be sitting here because he can't really do much. He wants to know where what's happening with Cal Corvus Kreese, because he's missing now and all of his stuff's being whacked out. Not to mention everything with the basilisks. Who knows what's going on with that? So it's up to y'all, really.
Okay.
Y'all got a bit of free time.
Steven can do. He is Jack Harlow free?
We'll
Is that
say
something that happened?
we'll say by the time that everything is done that Jack Harlow was able to get out of the debris as well as the Barbra Streisand and everything.
Well, on that note, I guess he would try to put the chip that he got inside of Jack Harlow.
Okay. Now, just so you know, because this is a lower quality chip than everything else, well, actually, this is Jack Harlow, isn't it? Jack Harlow is... Oh, Jack Harlow is the already droid. Okay. This is going to get rid of all of his stuff, just so you know, and make him
I was going
basically...
to try to swap him out.
Well, yes, if you do this, this is going to get rid of all of his, like, combat capabilities. He
Yeah,
won't be
but
useful
if
to
he-
you anymore.
If he swaps them, right? Steven will have the chip from Jack Harlow.
Yes. But you'd have to make a whole
Yeah.
new thingamabob.
No whole new droid, yeah. So
You
with
sure
that
about
being
that?
said, yeah, I'm positive.
Okay.
Jack Harlow's heater, that he's just gonna sling it across Pop Smoke's back. Now Pop Smoke has 2 weapons.
Okay.
Jack Harlow is now going to be the new D20 as soon as we can figure this out.
All right, then. That's what we'll do, then. I believe you're, I need to check, scratch his eyes out.
Keep Jack Harlow's paper because I'm
no,
going
I
to
already
attempt to
do, I
make
already
it
do.
good later.
Yeah, I already do. Remember, you also have the other chip with you as well. The one that, Gig Zeno gave you. Which you don't know how good it is, but, you know.
Yeah, that I'm keeping. So Steven's got, at this point, he'll have Jack Harlow's chip and then whatever this other fucking chip is.
Alright, well that means...
If this succeeds.
So he's going to keep this, all that stuff. His brawn will stay the same, as well as his agility. Everything else here won't do anything else. That'll just stay up. It'll go up a bit. Different with that. That's there. Okay. Construction. Take, put in, there it is. Mechan droid. Computers check. Alright, it's computers check. So, it'd be 4 of these. Or that. The difficulty, I believe. Oh yeah, yeah, it's this. It'd be this, but because that's, there you go. And I don't think any setbacks would get affected anyway, so there you go. That's it. Whenever you're ready. Hello?
Oh, sorry.
Roll it.
Rolling.
A triumph and an advantage. Okay. Oh. Wacky.
What do I gotta say?
You're welcome for setting your car on fire. Triumph and advantage. All right, yeah, you're easily able to swap that out and take out the other thing pretty easily. D20 seems pretty off upon waking up in a larger body. But he like he gets up and he's like, everything feels funny. What happened? Click clack. So he doesn't. Oh no, he would have known by now. He would have known. He's definitely would have known.
You know? Alright, so in that case, I'd explain everything to him. Whether he knows what I mean or not.
Yeah. He's like, well, thank you, Stephen. He turns to Roddick. You were okay with this? Because it was a combat droid. And Roddick nods, like, we needed our best engineer. And then he says, well, I'm happy to serve. And then he goes off to go check up on engineering and stuff. He says, he also says thank you, of course.
Just thank you. You're welcome. I mean,
just thank you. All right, there you go. D20 is back, but you still need the other droids to help him. You do that later, I imagine. You still have to find out. How to... But you now have popped. Jack Harlow's chip, so you can use that. What's next? What's happening next?
I don't think Steven has anything else he can really do except for fix the blade, which he can't do without money.
Didn't you say you wanted to investigate something?
Oh, there, the bedroom.
Yes.
The room Cal Corvus was in.
All right.
Before disappearing.
Roddick and you and everyone else, except for Cal Corvus.
Steven click clacks D20 to come with just in case. There might be some questions.
Really? Okay. I mean, yeah, to be honest, he can't really engineer much at the moment since everything is currently burning. But, yeah.
Elder's just sitting in his AA meeting chair in the middle of an on-fire ship, sweating bullets.
Yep, y'all head over to the room. And y'all look around for anything that's possibly noticeable. Who wishes to make a check?
Steven.
Steven, what kind of check?
Perception.
Perception. I don't believe his perception is that high. Yeah, it's just a yellow and a green. Let's see if he can
Wait,
find
do I have a higher one? I think my perception's pretty high. I'll go look.
Let's see here. Your perception is a yellow and a green as well. You could upgrade it to 2 yellows.
Sure.
Fuck it, why not?
Alright then, 2 yellows, and the difficulty is 1, 2 of those. Go for it. A triumph and 2 failures. That is interesting. That is interesting. You're not able to tell what is exactly going on in the room itself, but clearly there has been signs that
Of a struggle.
No, not of a struggle at all. In fact,
Friends with benefits.
There's clearly.
I'm convinced Cal Corvus is just working with Ron this whole time, and I don't even know it.
What happens is you go into the bedroom, you go look around, and you find nothing. It's hard for you to notice anything, or no, you find nothing, but you do notice a good things. Like I said, there wasn't a sign of a struggle, but there does seem to be signs of multiple footprints. Clearly, this was a group effort to get Cal Corvus out of this room. There seems to be at least 4 different sets of footprints. But again, this doesn't really help you of what happened. and who did
So
it.
4 people came in, and we never saw them leave.
Yes, 4 whole people avoided the cameras, or hacked the cameras, or did something to the cameras.
But
Clearly,
we
this is
we
also...
came to the conclusion it was hacked or something, right?
Yes, yes.
It was Darth Vader. That's I'm concluding it now.
So clearly, something has run amok. Something has tampered and made it, or some as well.
They definitely left the room. They entered through the door and exited through the door.
There were. Hey, you have a Triumph. I might as well show you. There are several footsteps, but 2 pairs of them come from the window, and the other 2 come from the doors.
These might be Mandalorians.
Mind you, the windows are really, really, really high up. And they're also very, very secure. But the windows have no sign or no, like, no sign of them being fully, like, tampered with too much. It's quite odd. It's quite odd.
Steven has no idea.
I mean, yeah, honestly, I can't even narrow
He
this
climbs
down.
up onto Aiden's shoulder and starts digging through his hair for bugs because at this point there's nothing else going on.
He finds an absolute mass of ants.
No, everything would have been dead. He's been, like, completely engulfed in flames 1 billion times by now. There is nothing on that man's head.
No, he's just playing with his hair at this point.
He doesn't have hair.
He's bald right now?
Remember, he literally just got...
blown up.
Oh, so he's just petting his
He's
head.
been blown up like 3 times in the
He's
past
just petting his
day.
bald head.
week and a half.
Looking like a naked roll mat, just fucking petting the wrinkles on the head.
Anyway, so is there anything else anyone else does in this room?
I don't think there's anything to do.
Just toss rec back.
I start rummaging through his things. See if there's any clues.
Any clues?
I'm gonna try to solve this Scooby-Doo mystery.
Okay, that's fine. What kind of check would you like to make? Perception or something else? I don't think there's anything else you could really do, but
Perception.
perception. Okay, we'll do a perception check. Just you.
Alright.
That needs to go away. That, and the difficulty is this. Oh wait, no, it's that. There you go.
Alright.
I hit the wrong button. A triumph of failure and despair. Good lord, y'all are getting triumph after triumph. Y'all are getting really lucky here. But
I'm
the
glad I don't have to
despair...
make any, like, checks at all. No resilience check for sitting in an inflamed ship all day.
No, you don't need to worry about that. I imagine you would stay safe. You know how to work a ship anyway. Anyway, so
Got a good point.
the issue is that there is most of the belongings of Cal Corvus Kryze seem to be were definitely on him. So there's nothing you can really do for that. You do notice something, but upon what's it called? Do I do that?
Yes.
Yes, he says. You find a data pad. And you notice that the data pad was last accessed last night.
Steven, look into this.
Yes, of course. You obviously go to try to hand it to Steven. And obviously, upon trying to get into it, you notice for just the briefest of moments, a single letter. But right as you read the letter, the entire data pad wipes.
Steven attempts to try to get it back.
It is completely unable to.
There's always something.
Steven's
What was
smart.
the letter?
He should be able to figure it out.
The letter was D.
These nuts?
Yes. You solved the riddle. That's insane.
There's no computer check that Steven can make to attempt to
check
get it to
at
come back
all.
up.
It's completely wiped. That's what this
That's not how computers work.
That's not how computers work.
It's not. Let Steven do it.
Well, these aren't regular computers. These are data pads.
That logically, in all of electronic engineering, does not make sense.
Let Steven attempt.
Steven can attempt something, but he definitely won't be able to get the information.
He attempts anything and everything on this thing. He even tries
Have
to
him
fuck
make
it.
a lore check
Tries
to
to
remember
fuck
what
the
he
data pad. Yo.
All right, try it.
Lore check for photographic memory.
Oh, a singular failure.
No, that's in. Oh fuck! I was gonna roll again and be like that. That's incorrect.
That's incorrect. That'll make sense.
Yeah, wait.
Uh,
Brack, roll a fucking lore check for photographic memory, even though you're really dumb, but it could work.
there's no-
Dude, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Yo, put that die on the shit right now.
I mean, you're the most intelligent out of everyone, so to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, he's the
My
most.
actual-
Besides Steven.
Yes. Besides Steven, yes. That our smartest
Is that-
character
is
is
that all I
the
need to
cannibal
roll?
biscuit eater.
No, I gotta.
Oh, how was our smartest character the one that fucking cuts people open to eat biscuits? Yeah, I'm with Billy on this one.
Don't
Dude.
ask questions.
Holy Moses.
I get hungry sometimes.
I never get anyone on my side, bro.
Sometimes. 2 successes and 2 threats. Okay. It's not photographic memory, but the lore check. There is so many different things that that you could think of that could be for photographic memory.
Lore check for
I
photographic
remember everything in my past,
No,
even being in the room.
that
You
is
remember
not-
every detail
fucking
of the
Terrence
second
Howard, motherfucker, I'm
before
Terrence
the
Howard.
Okay,
words
I'll
appeared
give you
on the
this.
screen.
I'll give you the second letter. I'll give you the second letter. Since you
Is it
have
O?
2 successes. No.
Oh.
E.
The Rising
Dear-
Drag?
Dead.
E.
Dead.
Could be. Who knows?
It's dead. I'll
It's
die
dead.
on my sword. First
I'll
word
do it
is
again.
dead.
Dear Cal Corvus Creek.
I wish to re-roll again.
No, you can't re-roll again. The threats were you had an aneurysm.
Whoa, man.
Whoa.
Could have just said I ripped ass.
No.
I had a fucking aneurysm.
No, you're not actually gonna have an aneurysm, but
Yeah, I know.
you're gonna strain.
Dathomir.
D-E?
D-E, not
Oh,
D-A.
nope, nope. That doesn't add up.
Yeah.
That doesn't add
I
up.
thought that was a
It's
name, brother.
Dathomir. It's
Don't worry,
Dathomir.
you have to
That
go-
It's
Once your
Dathomir.
ship is fixed, you can go to Dathomir. Alright, don't
What
worry.
DE mean? Because it's not. It can't be dead. Like dead is just a word. That doesn't make sense.
That's
It's got to be
I
a
mean,
name.
Deer is how you can start a letter.
I just heard a word.
Dear,
Oh,
dear Cal Corvus.
Deer.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude!
If your hint is deer, that is the shittiest hint
Wait, is
at
it
what
a
this
hint
letter
for
could
what?
be.
I wasn't paying attention to the context here. What
It'd have
what's
to be a
this
name.
letter?
What did Tostrag just say?
Test Rock, what did you just say?
Death?
Death Star.
Oh,
My ball
shit,
sack.
the Death Star.
How do you
I thought my-
Oh
I saw my
no!
Spidey ball tingle
Y'all
down
just came
there.
across the Death Star plans. Oh no!
Can I join Darth Vader again?
How do you think that is?
Can I
This
join
random
the-
Mandalorian has Death Star plans. That doesn't make sense.
It's too late.
Too
You
late,
made
it
it
already
canon.
does.
Flip the Destiny token.
You just even know, you don't
Yeah.
even know what the Death Star. That you've never heard of that word.
I have.
We wouldn't, but now we do. No,
But
something.
now you do.
There's a Death Star out there. What
Wait,
is a
what
Death
did I-
Star? Is it a
didn't
star
I know?
that just
For
summons
a while.
death?
You don't.
It's
I don't think it's the Death. It's not the Death Star.
death?
Can't be
Tosterag Bragg starts to put it together though. He does say death, and that seems to fit the most.
the- Hmm.
Does Steven remember how many words he saw?
Can I
or was it
re-roll
just-
for photographic
definitely
memory
more.
again?
No.
Damn it.
More
One of
than
these
one
times you gotta
word,
lean,
but
man.
was there like up
Give me
to
a bone.
5? Was it a full coherent sentence? Like what do we got? What are we working
He
with
got
here?
threats, so I can't tell you much more.
Death
But
is a
could he
must.
see more than
Death is
one
it.
word?
There was
Death to
definitely
the
more.
Sith.
I already said there was definitely more words. Yes,
Okay.
Death to the
Okay.
Sith?
that'd be funny.
I'm spitballing, man.
Death Squad. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
Death Troopers.
Y'all are getting closer.
Who are the Mandalorians that just hijack people? Like the deadliest
Oh no!
one.
Wait! Yeah, hold on.
Wait.
No, I gotta look it up because I don't actually know their names. But it is like Death Squad or something like that.
He's clapping his lips. It's gotta be close.
You're getting really, really close.
It's these hobos. What are they called?
Death Watch. Death Watch.
Watch.
It's Death Watch.
Death Watch.
Watch.
Death
Oh
Watch.
my
Death
goodness.
Death Watch. I just spit all over my computer. Death Watch.
He's gooning!
Death Watch. So the Death Watch took this guy,
Oh,
huh?
my
Our guess
goodness.
was actually correct.
Wait a minute.
Cal
if it's
Corvus
Death
Kreese
Watch-
told you about them before, so you would know.
Yeah,
that
they're
name.
like, they're no bueno. To be fair.
from your knowledge, they're no bueno.
Why would they
Just
take
around.
Cal?
Why would they take Cal?
Cause he's let me think.
Because they don't have a side. They don't care about who wins this war.
For Elder?
Elder's controlling them.
No, he fights for a side, but the Death Watch don't have a side. Last time I checked.
Now you put the
Last time,
brain on me, mister.
Okay, you got.
Are they
you
fighting
got-
for the
fine.
Empire now?
You got the Death Watch part, but obviously y'all aren't very knowledgeable.
I am.
Aren't they on a moon outside of Mandalore?
Oh,
Yeah.
getting closer.
It's,
But obviously
I-
y'all don't know.
I'm
too
looking
much
at it
about
right
this
now,
group.
so I'm not gonna say anything because it doesn't matter to me. But
There definitely
I know
are some
all.
people that might know more.
Yeah, Stephen would wish to go inquire about these fine folk. These death bringers.
These Death Bringers. I imagine you tell Roddick this, right?
Yeah, I'd have to have Roddick come with me. No one can speak in tongue.
No one can speak in
Are they
tongue.
Karlak?
Karlak? What? I mean, this. Yeah, it starts with a C. Anyway, y'all go to
Concordia? I'll send
there
it.
you go.
in.
That's what it is.
yeah,
That's what it is.
Boom! I'm smart.
that is the moon.
That's all right. Anyway,
That's no moon.
that's no moon. The Death Star. They're on the Death Star. The Concordia. got
I
turned
think
into
that was the first thing that I was like, Death
I
Star!
love how we thought
You got the
Death Star,
plans!
Death Star.
Wait, no. Wait, I think
No way.
Mandalorian has it of all the people.
No way, Darth Vader.
Dude,
couldn't
Obi-Wan's
Death Star.
anything's possible at this point.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anything is possible. Anyway,
Oh no.
so,
Oh God. Oh.
y'all
wait. Oh, I
go
know why
over
they
and
took
talk
him.
to-
I know. Oh,
y'all
no.
Spit it, Elder. Spit it out.
I can't spit nothing.
You can't spit nothing.
Is it because I'm
I can't.
spitting balling because I do know this information. Well, Steven and anyone do know this information. There could be a relative link because of Kanan Jarrus's death,
Could be.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
but why
That's-
would the Death Watch even give a fucking singular flying fuck about that?
Anyway, you go talk to a Mandalorian.
I think I have it.
Oh my goodness! Y'all,
Spit it out.
y'all keep thinking. All right then. All right. So what's it? What's it? Come on. I love hearing this.
Who's crazy lady? That's
Lady Dominant.
who's the Mandalorian that was in Cal or not Cal's group? Cannon's group. Bo-Katan. Nope.
Nope, that's right.
Sabine Wren?
Sabine Wren
that
is
is
the
right.
other one. But
No, I was thinking
Maybe
Bo-Katan is the other one.
Bo-Katan
Tom Kreese. by the way.
maybe
Bo-Katan Kryze
has some deep hatred for Cal.
No.
And she's like, I hit up these Death Watch brothers.
To bring.
Take care of them. Get rid of them. That's my new theory.
I think it's linked to
All right,
Helmar
then.
Mock.
So, you go talk to the Mandalorians. Alright? Roddick brings this information up. They have reason to believe the Death Watch were responsible. The room goes quiet. That name doesn't really get said often because they're mostly outsiders and they're of a much more extreme.
Is Bo-Katan here?
No, she was
She's
the
not in
leader
this
of
meeting?
Kryze, but once the wars and everything started taking place, like she was gone. After when Cal was here, when Cal first got here, she was gone. So they don't know what happened to Bo-Katan. Anyway, you ask them, and the thing that they say that they're a extreme group of Mandalorians that still go off of the old ways of
They're extremists.
yeah, they're basically extremists.
They're like
some degree.
when a Republican goes too far to the right.
Yeah, you can say that. Far left or far right,
And then the
something
new
like that.
Mandalorians were the left.
Far
is
lefts
like
don't.
Too far left.
Far left is not a militia group, dude. They don't believe in guns when you get too far to the left.
Wait,
It's far to the right.
Wait.
Now the new
I mean, it's not about
Mandalorians
politics.
is too far to the
Stop the
left.
bullet!
Didn't
Dang.
Cal just take over the entire planet?
Basically,
She could be trying to
they're
take
still
it back.
Saxon.
They just captured the leader of Mandalore. Well, but he leads Mandalore pretty much now, right?
To some degree, yes. It's still different clans, but until he takes
That's-
the sword, he's not the true leader. The true leader is currently Saxon, but they're trying to usurp him because he is not. He's not worthy. It's basically the whole thing.
I'm starting to think the Death Watch had something to do with the bug motherfuckers and the thing over there at the Saxon place as well.
Interesting. Anyway,
Is there anyone?
the
Is
basilisk?
Sabine Wren give a reaction when Death Watch is mentioned?
Sabine Wren isn't there, but if you want her to come by, I imagine you'd probably send a message or something like that. She'll get there eventually, but for now,
I'd like to see her personal response to the name of
Personal
Death Watch.
response. Okay.
I want to see some facial structure on that.
All right. I want to see some facial structure. So you go talk to the Mandalorians. You also get Roddick tries to contact Sabine to get over here as soon as possible because we have some major issues. Anyway, the Mandalorians, like I was saying, they were telling you that they were an extremist group that once the Republic was usurped and turned into the Empire, the Death Watch kind of went into hiding because that was when they were most useful. Their leader was Maul at the time, but then because Maul was the holder of the Darksaber, and so he controlled the Death Watch because whoever holds the saber controls Death Watch. But after the Empire took over and Saxon took over, and they started sort of falling away from this area and went off on their own to other places, other reaches of space. Their most likely location to be Concordia, as it's still a Mandalorian planet. It's just destroyed completely, basically. But it's the last known location that they were last at. They don't really know much more information about the Death Watch besides, of course, their more extreme ways, and that...
Do they still have the Maul gear?
That's a weird question to ask. They would say, we don't know.
Do they have any type of, cults and all? Do they got any tattoos to signify that they're part of this group?
you'll know by their armor,
The-
which is the same
Isn't it
as
like-
dark blue.
And then
Wait,
blue.
hold up.
Yeah,
hold
dark
up.
blue.
I actually
was
have
gonna
it.
Say, isn't it blue?
I have the whole
Well, the
thing on
question
sheet.
is here, they wouldn't know that question because the last time that they were seen was with the Maul armor. So, then technically, unless they changed it,
No, they changed it after he did the thing. But they stayed, and then once the whole thing with Saxon was going on, they left. So they changed the colors at some point. But it was blue, like a red, and something else. Blue, shades of white, and bits of red.
would anyone in this room have that armor on?
No. The only one that's closest to that is Krymac.
Get him.
Oh, I don't like that. Anyone would. Anyone would like that. But like me as a human, speaking as the player of the playable character, I don't like that.
You asked that question
fuck.
before, though.
Check your messages.
I already checked them.
Oh,
So I can't ask that
no
question.
response.
Wait,
I love
Steven
it.
has met him.
I
I'd
love
ask
that
them.
laugh.
I'd ask if they have ever met a guy named Krymac.
This is the first time you're actually ever asking anyone about the man named Krymac. What they say... Hold up, because there's this whole page about 50 pages up I gotta scroll to.
Steven actually wouldn't be able to ask that question. He'd tell Aiden to ask that question.
Yes, of course, of course.
So Aiden would probably also be confused, so he'd probably ask it in a very weird tone. And kind of like, the fuck? Who's this you speak of? 'Cause I also, Steven's never mentioned Krymac to Aiden.
Krymac has a history with with Mandalore as a whole. His history dates back even before the Empire. But he was not of the Death Watch, if that is what you're asking. In fact, he's a nomad now. We do not wish to...
How the fuck would he have gotten? Wait, finish what you were saying?
We
You
do
wish
not
not to
wish
what?
to say what exactly he did, but to say it lightly, he caused a great pain within the clans.
Well, I would like to now tell Aiden to remind, or well, not to remind them, but to inform them that he was in the city a few weeks ago, and is to believed to have been maybe the reason why my friend is missing.
We know.
Huh?
Huh?
Then you might want to start spitballing here, buddy.
Wait.
What do you mean you know?
They know of his travels, but we know that it does not concern the Mandalore as a whole. He does as he pleases, but he also cannot hurt or harm us, at least. He knows the rules, and he's followed rules strictly since his issues.
So if he's not part of the Night Watch, then my only question is, which can't be answered, is why the fuck does he have armor?
He has armor that has similar colors. Like I said, you asked this before, and you were like, "Hey, is this the Death Watch?" And I said no. He just has similar colors.
He just has similar... Okay. Well, then all of this was for nothing. Well, no, it tells me some things. Tells me some
The
things
only
about
thing
the
that you
mystery
remember
man
about his
who's got me
armor
held
is
captive.
that the insignia that he had was completely scratched off, and you don't know what he was a part of. That's the only thing that you don't. That you
Well,
do.
then I guess I'd ask, can I at least know what clan he's from?
No.
Would they give me that answer?
No, like I said, no. They said no.
They did. They said they wouldn't tell me what he's done. They wouldn't tell me. They did what?
They would not tell you that either.
And I don't think Aiden would repeat this, but I say y'all are useless, and I walk out. Steven's pissed. No, he doesn't walk out, but he's not happy with their answers. He seems unsatisfied.
Sabine Wren, on the other hand, upon getting here and finding out this information of Cal going missing,
Maybe she'll tell me.
maybe she'll tell me.
Stupid bitch. No.
What?
Yo, Steven, man, calm down, man.
Sabine Wren comes down, and lands figuring out all this stuff. the ship, all of it, and she is distraught. She's like, no, he's basically leading everyone. We need him.
Then we mentioned Death Watch.
Yes, the Death Watch.
What is her facial expression when that name is made? Shock, fear,
She's a little
or
shocked.
trying to hide something.
She definitely has a bit of shock on her face. She mentions.
I want an
that-
insight check.
You can't make those checks. This ain't D&D. This is D&D, but it's not Star Wars. I mean, it's not fantasy. Anyway, so she goes that before she was captured by Thrawn and Saxon, she did meet with one of the leader of Death Watch at the time. The leader being Bo-Katan.
Knew it.
And that if
Okay.
they took Cal being the leader of Kryze, but not the true leader of Kryze, because that is Bo-Katan, there's a good chance that she might be trying to take control. But she stops for a moment and says, but she wouldn't hurt Cal, I don't think.
So you would.
Okay,
Or
and then
for
I
Rand-
mentioned Crimac to her. See what she says about that.
I don't know much about Krymac. I've just heard that he has a mysterious past that no one tells me about.
So you're useless too. Okay, everyone's just useless. I feel like there's some connection here with Crimac. DM stray me. Tell me it's not, or if I am on the right track, so I don't so I'll pursue it. But if it's nothing and I keep pursuing it, is ridiculous.
Well, technically, y'all wouldn't really care. Steven wouldn't really care too much, but I'll tell you basically. I mean, he will care a little bit, but regarding it, no, this doesn't really lead to anything. It's mostly something for anyone to find out more about, not for you guys.
Well, I was trying to see maybe there was some type of connection. Whatever. Okay, Death Watch stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you said you know the leader, Bo-Katan. So,
Yes.
like, where were they last located? Their hot stuff.
Well, they were for a moment with me on Mandalore, but after we were captured, they also disappeared again. But judging by them last being seen on Concordia seems to be the only other logical place that they could be. But that's a whole planet, and we don't know where they are.
So, like, hear me out here, hot stuff. Are they? Would they be aggressive towards anybody per se?
They are. Most of the Death Watch is of a particular attitude. Yes, I would say that they are quite mean.
Could
but
you potentially send a scout team? Yes, no.
Probably not. Plus,
You're
we're still
useless
preparing
again.
for war. We're still preparing for war. But regarding Cal, it definitely we definitely need to get Cal back. But
Yeah, so scout team.
so scouting. That we can't.
We have no means of getting up there. Is what we're trying to tell you there, hot stuff. So send someone who does.
Who says that? And then she says that we can just give you a ship.
Now that is just ridiculous. You're just trying not to get people killed.
You're trying to get people killed. Listen, y'all are the only people that are particularly y'all are best suited for this kind of thing.
You're Mandalorians.
We're Mandalorians, yes.
I backed you into a corner, DM. Fix it.
I already said.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't think any of us can go right now. That's the problem. Could we all go?
You know,
Elder?
We can't really force Elder to go.
It'd be up to Roddick's decision.
Yeah, and Roddick's not here. What do you say, furry man with a actually,
He would definitely
naked
say yes,
romance
just
man?
so you know. But
Well, he's
It's a-
obviously going to want to go, yes, but does he force Elder to go or not?
that is something I'm a little questioning because I don't know if he would allow him. But at the
I-
same time, he wouldn't
I
trust
would
him as much, so he'd probably rather keep him with him.
Yeah, that's what
With the
I was
group.
going to say. He would want to keep him
You
close,
are not seriously keeping me close with
while also waiting for the opportunity to do a couple of things that I had an idea about, but I wanted to run it by Aiden, and he's not here, so we can't do that yet.
Okay. Well, Sabine Wren says that we can offer a ship because of the clearly something occurred. By the way, does anyone tell like the Mandalorians that it was Elder, or does everyone keep quiet on that?
I'd
quiet
say
for
for now. What's the name of his ship?
Mr. Garrison, or are you talking about Mr.
What'd you
Hanky?
tell him?
His garrison.
I'll keep quiet for now.
I'd say I'd tell him to keep a close eye on Hanky and the garrison, and notify us if there's any movement, even a rat.
Even a rat, he says. What about the droid?
And then
that's working on your ship. Are you allowing them?
Yes,
to do what?
to repair.
To like do the one that's walking around named D20?
Yeah, allow him to do what?
Just do repairs. It's D20. They just want to know if
only
he's allowed to do
repair-
stuff.
Yeah, he's
Do
allowed to
repairs,
do
no, no.
repairs. If he comes across, I'd say forewarn him if he comes across something that seems suspicious, not to touch it.
Okay. Well, Sabine Wren says, as much as I would like to go see the Death Watch again, possibly to even help, I don't believe I can.
No, you've done this too many times. Where you send us to do shit and you don't come. Look at the big bug thingies that attack. Basilisk bullshits. You're
Hey,
coming.
You're coming this fucking time.
Yes, and those
you
basilisks
pulled that last
have
time, and those
have
basilisks ate my
caused
butt.
damage to nearby cities.
I think we're really
She can't even understand me, so I don't even know why she's responding to me. She can't understand.
It'd be through Roddick.
Oh,
You'd be click-clacking away, and Roddick would be looking down at you like, he says he's mad.
oh. Yeah, I'd repeat
Well, you're
myself.
still
I'd be like,
upset
you
about
left
your
us
ship?
last time.
Come on, man.
You can't go on one small adventure.
And
This is war. This is no time for adventures.
We need Cal,
We need Cal.
and you
Yes.
are our best option too. We need people. We got a guy who's supposed to be fuzzy. That's a wrinkly ball sack. We got a guy who's eating biscuits out of stomachs. We got some dude I can't say about him, but he's fucking weird. And then there's me.
Does
I'm a
someone wanna
midget.
Make a negotiation check.
Sure.
If only Helmar Mock was here.
Actually, Stephen
If
would
only
have to make this
Helmar Mock-
negotiation check.
Run it.
Run it. What even? Oh, his negotiations is just base, whatever it is. What is negotiations based off of? That is based off of
Fine. Sure, mine's pretty bad.
presence, which is 1, a singular green die, versus her stuff.
Anyone want to help a motherfucker out?
It has
Sure.
to be
Almost
Roddick
not
because he's the
here.
only one
Almost
talking.
not here right now.
Hold up, I gotta get.
Yeah, I'd say
Sabine's-
technically, Roddick's the one speaking the words, so it would be him.
Let's see. What is her discipline?
It's a 0.
There's willpower.
It's willpower?
Yeah, discipline's willpower.
Where is it? I can't find it. Oh, okay. Never mind. All right. In that case,
It's 9 challenge.
2 difficulty, and now I'll add it with with Mr. Lasat man, which is where's negotiation? His negotiation is actually 4 green. He actually has the second highest presence. All right.
Wait, so he has a 7 strength and a 4 presence.
Yes.
And you're telling me this guy's done all that with dedication points?
Oh, there's an advantage. Fuck.
That does
He
not add up.
used most of his points at the beginning to specifically for characteristics.
For strength, yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 failure, one advantage.
Even if he has like
He
4
uses
classes
intimidation.
now, with all of them.
She goes to no, she goes to say something. Then she pauses.
I'm sorry, my math just doesn't feel right here. But go ahead.
And she actually takes out her data pad and starts typing up something. And she says, "Hold on, give me a minute." He types a whole bunch, and then sends it to specifically Cal's data pad.
Does he respond?
No,
I don't know.
He's ghosting her.
Dude, you gotta get on your booty calls, man. Fuck Cal.
Isn't Cal like, I don't know, an adult, and like Sabine is like a child still?
not anymore. No.
No. Yeah, that's a
Okay,
booty call,
that
brother.
far ahead. Alrighty.
He's in the clear.
He ain't catching a case.
That is not okay. That is no.
He is not.
He's got to
Is he
respond.
still like a decade older than her? How old is Cal?
That is a good question.
Cal
That's a
was
good
actually really young because he was basically born
he's young.
right before, what's it called? Right before Order 66.
Oh, so he's like 19 or some nonsense.
Yeah, 19.
He's like a year. He'd be like a year younger than, or maybe like a few months younger than Luke.
All right.
basically.
Yeah, so he's in the clear.
Dang.
Anyway,
I thought he'd be older than that. Why are all my characters old as shit?
Cause you're old as shit, dog.
How fucking dare you?
what even is that gift? Anyway, so yeah, you go. Y'all find that out. Y'all say that Sabine Wren says that if he gets this message, he will surely. By the way, she doesn't say what the message is or anything is. That will no doubtably help him in whatever endeavors is currently going on.
He says, "Let's fuck."
No.
He's gonna, anything that's going on, he's gonna be like, "Boys, we gotta put this on hold. I'll be back." Even if he's like kidnapped, he's just gonna be like, "Boys,
He's like, "That's
I'll
what
even
you're
come
gonna have
back."
to
Just
give me a minute.
Give me 2
like-
seconds.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that's good.
So,
Anyway,
I believe
Steven would also say this is useless, but I don't think Aiden would fucking relay that info. So
Okay. Well, there you go. That is it. I would like to go to anyone, but I think we're actually running out of time. So
we have time.
we do not have time.
Fuck.
I would like to finish it. I mean, I could finish it in like two seconds, but we'd have to skip to the last part of it in one go.
We got this.
Yeah, whatever.
No
Fine.
shaking your jelly.
Yep.
I don't even know.
I pulled my pants up because I was shaking my jelly the whole time.
Shacking your jelly or shaking your jelly just means
Chat. Chat. We need.
Jacking your jelly means the same thing as shaking your jelly.
Can we get an L in chat, please? An L in chat.
An Ellen chat for me not shacking my jelly.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
there's just something about saying shacking my jelly that
It's just insane. This is the first time I've heard any of that before.
I've never heard it either until like the other day when he said it to me the first time. So I'm on the same page as you.
Dude, this is not Equi. This is Zenith, bro. This is Zenith, bro.
Anyway, back to anyone.
new age
So
shit.
y'all were just shooting. You just got done shooting some Shriek Hawks. By the way, y'all do decide to go get on the ship and head over to Concordia, right?
Yeah.
They give you a ship, so it's just y'all. No Mandalorians or anything. Just so you know.
Not even the bill.
No,
Not even
She's
the
not
battle.
going. She's useless. It's fine.
it's fine.
Yes, I'm getting no ass. All right.
Cal would kill you if you tried that. Anyway, so back to Anyone. So I can finish this up real quick. You just shot and took down.
Actually,
Let's
they
see.
attacked me.
I know. You just shot and took down around 6 hatchlings.
3.
However, we're gonna just say time skipped a little bit because it was just a bunch of coordination checks. But basically, another pack of hatchlings and a few young Shriekhawks come by, and you shot and took them down, and that was cool.
Nice.
Then a thunderous shriek is heard that echoes throughout the mountain range.
Can I tame it?
Rav looks over to you and he says, "Big Mama, we need to hurry and get out of here of her territory."
Big Mama.
Big Mama. An adult and 2 young Shriekhawks, so an adult one. Keep in mind the biggest one possible, and 2 young ones, which are larger than the hatchlings. They're 3 silhouette and 4 silhouette.
What's going on?
And they're around a long distance. And y'all are making it through this mountain range.
Okay.
You go and... Oh, no, that's right. The adult one is just out of extreme range, and the 2 young are within long range.
How many bullets do I have left?
Well, you've reloaded using Rav's reloads.
All right. So there's 2 young and then Big Mama.
Well, no, Big Mama's not there.
Oh.
You just know
What
that there's an
happened to
adult and
her?
2 young.
Uh,
Rav didn't specifically say that's Big Mama. No. You have yet to see Big Mama.
But we heard Big Mama.
We heard Big Mama, yes.
Fuck. Well, I guess I take out the youngling. I guess.
The youngling, dang. Anakin?
I am present.
Yo, Anakin. Whoa.
Okay, so this is range. Range light, you get 2 more boost dice. You get to aim, and then the difficulty would be 3. Go for it. Oh wait, I forgot. This is a young one, which means I believe they have. Yes, they do. They have a defense.
No, they don't. Nuh-uh. They have 2.
A triumph and 7 advantages. Good lord, you could crit this thing so many different times. It's insane.
You know what I forgot?
What?
Lethal blows.
What is that?
Remember, I gave myself 4 advantages on my next turn with the advantages from the last one.
Oh, it's not 4 advantages. It'd be 1, 2. There you go.
I didn't roll the. I don't know what happened to the other one that I just threw. Oh, there it is. Yeah, just throw it in there. We'll see what happens. Oh,
9 advantages. A triumph. You have
I don't
10
know,
advantages.
these 3 didn't go through. I don't think. Did it?
No, they did.
Oh, okay.
You have 10 advantages, 1 triumph, and 1 success. That's an insane amount of advantages. Good lord.
Yeah, well, you know how it goes.
If you wish, you can choose to crit a lot. If you
I
wish.
choose to crit a lot.
Okay.
Ooh, lethal blows.
Yes, lethal blows.
I told you had lethal blows.
You
I
have
choose to
2
crit
things,
a lot.
so that's 20 plus
It's
an
dead.
additional
It's
10.
dead.
That's 30.
You killed it. You ended its bloodline.
How many
It's
times are you
over.
critting it? So that's 40.
At least 3 times.
3 times.
That'd be 60. That'd be 80.
That's not even with the roll.
God dang. That's 100.
Just add 80.
This is plus 100. Plus 100. You just need to get a 50 or above, and this thing's gone. Or 30. A 40 and above. No, 30. You just need a 30 and above, and it's dead.
Wouldn't I have to roll these dice 3 times, too?
No. It's all once. That's that one. Oh, 30. Okay. Well, it's already dead. A 31. Wow, the lowest possible thing you could have rolled, you rolled. Which means that it is...
0.
Which means it's bleeding out. Which means it will die.
Next turn.
Oh, wait. No, hold on. You actually know. I forgot. No, it doesn't have durable. Every round, the target suffers 1 wound and strain at the beginning of its turn. For every 5 wounds he suffers beyond this wound threshold, he will suffer 1 additional critical injury. So actually, he's alive. He's just taking damage. Every turn. Dang, you rolled the literal lowest possible thing possible. That is insane. That is insane. That's insane. Is that insane? That's insane. Also, it is still alive. But... how much?
Head ain't looking so hot.
11. 11 minus the thing above, so...
Get your butt out of my face.
Okay, so... oh, dang. Yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good right now. For one of them. Anyway, there you go. And moves on to them. And they get closer. However...
like that's just the voice line. After you attack something and it looks like it's low HP, you just hear like Colton narrating. It's not looking good.
It's not
and it
looking
just
good.
fades away.
Well, after you shoot that and it seems to hit, and it does, basically it looks like it's bleeding out completely. There's so much blood like spilling from it that it clearly looks like it's not going to stay up
Could
in
it
the air
have
for much
potentially
long.
blinded its friend?
No.
Damn.
But that's when Big Mama makes herself known.
Oh no, Big Mama.
As you're looking behind, you notice a huge eruption of dirt and rock on the side of the mountain where
Elder
the
ain't
cave
gonna have to worry about you.
where the cave went into. Bits of rock and debris hit some of the hawks attempting to follow you, and they fall out of the sky. Then another thunderous shriek as you see emerging from the debris
Hello Kitty cup.
2 massive wings.
Massive.
Then, with a swoop, the dust is blasted
size
into
of
the
this
air
star.
toward you, both covering your line of sight completely, as if a sandstorm was approaching. Hope this sounds familiar, Billy. Then,
Sandstorm.
you
Hey!
hear and feel the rush of air that pushes you. It's sporadic at first,
Rough,
but then
of
becomes
course.
rhythmic.
And it gets everywhere.
The beating of wings. The dust begins to rush downward due to the massive wings rushing air. Then, its silhouette is finally seen. Its full wingspan must be almost a kilometer across. Its claws, giant. Its beak, capable of taking a bite out of Mr. Hanky. It could easily blot out the sun if it wanted. It seems to have trouble flying correctly due to its size and flies a little closer to the ground, but that doesn't matter to her. Now she faces you. You're in her territory, and Big Mama wants you out.
I look at Rav and say, "That's a big bitch," and I turn around and I let out a shot.
You notice
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
she's out of extreme range. There's no way you're shooting her now. But something you realize is that gargantuan boulder that you saw in that cave, that was her. That was Big Mama.
Damn.
That's my favorite boulder.
Rav looks over, and he says, "We need to lose her. We gotta find a path that won't." There, that crevice. Keep her busy, and let's turn.
He gets crushed, and he's dead.
He gets no. You look forward and see a thin cut in the mountains up ahead, far too small for Big Mama to go through or around. Anyway,
So what silhouette is Big Mama for
Silhouette of Big
Close to
Mama.
home.
11.
No,
I was
no,
gonna
that'd
say,
be
like,
larger
six.
than the Death Star.
She's
No,
a big bitch.
Big Mama. Wait, where even is Big Mama? I had her placed down over here a minute ago.
It's either 5 or 6. I'm thinking 5 then.
Big Mama is silhouette
Watch it.
7.
5.
5.
Just so you
Isn't
know,
that the
that's
silhouette of
almost
Hanky?
yeah. That is the same size as Hanky.
God dang.
Big Mama.
Yeah, that is insanely large.
Been eating that Golden Corral for the last 5
All
days.
right, how
Clearly-
much XP?
Clearly, clearly, the dude was they were feeding her, in that cave.
Caught you off guard with the Golden Corral line.
Anyway, I'm gonna real quick do this next part just so we can get it done. You try to shoot at her, but clearly the bullets are literally doing nothing.
I look at him and say it's futile. We gotta get a move.
All right. So y'all keep going, getting as close as you can to that crevice up ahead. You get up close to it, and you're at a point where you're at least a good bit. Big Mama is within probably like medium distance now. It ain't looking good, but she is roaring massively. There are multiple adults beside her now as well, following her. But as you get closer to the crevice, you notice that it is too tight for the glider. Rav looks over to you and says, we can't really turn around, or perhaps we could turn and head another way. Either way, we have no other options. You have any ideas?
Use the Force, Luke.
Use the Force. I mean, that's not far off.
I don't know if I have any force abilities to help us with this endeavor.
Think about
Can you
what's
even call
happened.
yourself Force?
Think about what's happened during your time in the cave. What occurred?
Oh, he's got to go.
Yeah, I gotta go like now. But real quick, tell
I
me.
need XP, so in that way.
What occurred in the cave?
Think about it.
We closed the wings.
Yeah.
Just so slightly enough to get through, I guess. That'd be the only option.
You look to Rav and tell him that. Is like, that just might be crazy enough to work. So, if this doesn't work,
What a guy.
we're gonna die.
Well, we were fucked either way. We got a boulder rushing at us, guy.
All right, you get close to the crevice, and now I need you to make a check.
Oh, golly.
It's
What
coordination,
kind of check?
So you're pretty good with that. I just need you to make this.
Oh.
That's all you gotta do. Oh, you know what? Keep rolling. No. Keep rolling it. I'm gonna flip one of my destiny tokens to make this harder.
Rav's with me. I get a boost. Fuck off.
Wait, you can't flip a token to make our rolls harder. You can only make your rolls better. That's not how the Force works.
I am the Force.
It's very pretty.
6 successes.
6 successes. Jesus Christ.
You make it through, but but a little bit clipping just on the edge of the wings. Clearly, part of it is a little more jankier. It's barely holding on, but it's still able to get through. And you get through the crevice, and just as you get through, you hear a loud right behind you. There's dust and rocks all falling underneath you as you're falling down through this crevice. Yes, it just hit the mountain directly. It lets out a large shriek when it does. But you get through the crevice, you're falling down before you get to a point where the wings can be reopened, and you quickly pull it again just to zoom out. And you look down to see the farm in the distance and the sun basically coming up fully now.
I look at him and said, we're no longer amateurs. We're pros. And we just keep going.
Don't get cocky.
We left the amateurs in the dust.
Don't get cocky, kid. That's what he says. No. Anyway, I will end on one last thing. One last
Oh.
thing. For anyone specifically. And then we'll do XP. Because I have just a little
The
bit more time.
XP that I'm never going to spend because I'm done with this character.
Wrong.
Not.
You make your way back down. You go down lower to the ground and like pull up a good bit so you can glide just above the farm. And they're like, "Oh, it's great to finally get out of there. Been eating nothing but shriek hawk for the last few days. It's been insane." But as you get closer to the squad farm, you notice that there is fire and smoke
Oh.
billowing
God.
from the farm. You
What
fly
elder do this
closer.
time?
What did Elder do this time? You fly closer, but Rav says, "Let's get a bird's eye view. Something's off." You pull up a bit more, and as you fly over, you get a chance to perceive. Make one singular perception check for me. And this will be the last
Okay.
check of the
I
session.
don't have anything that advance this. I don't think.
Bro is not perceptive.
I think it's this. All right, whenever you're
It's
ready.
cunning.
Yeah, I don't have anything to help me with that.
Flip a destiny token. He just flipped one.
Nope. I flip a destiny token.
Oh, okay.
Yay bag.
It's the last
Yeah.
roll of the night anyway. Why not?
Does my helmet give me anything on perception checks?
No.
No, that's dumb. All right. Useless helmet. What's up with everything being useless today?
5 successes and a threat.
Well, you see,
I get a
was
headache.
trying to not be useless, but
The
yeah,
last
Colton
thing
put a
that
hole
you
in that
notice is that one of the Yayak squad members are dead on the ground, and it is Yover. And the other thing,
It's Jover.
it's Yover. It's all Yover. And the other thing that you notice is that there seems to be clone commandos there.
Clone. What?
Wait,
Not Yayaks.
that wouldn't make any. A whole other crew
A whole
of clone
other
commandos?
squad.
Like, can you tell if they're like Imperial Clone Commando? Because they got their own fit.
Well, you won't be able to know.
Find
But
out
they
next
definitely-
time.
They definitely
on
don't look.
Star
They
Wars
just.
No
I'll just
Hope.
tell you that they don't look like Yayak squad. That's the best thing I can tell you. And clearly Yover's dead, so clearly it's not. They're not friendly.
It's Yover.
It's Yover. It's all Yover. Anyway, XP 30.
I ain't even gonna bother putting it in.
Ain't gonna even bother putting it in. He says.
I ain't got nothing else to do with this character. He gonna leave the first chance he get. Like, sure, I'll roll a couple of let me fix your ship rolls, but that's it.
Let me roll a couple fix your ship rolls. Well, I'm gonna do it. Oh wait, did you already put yours in over here for Elder? Oh wait, no, you're not even here.
Yeah, I got
Did
disconnected.
you use your 30
twice.
already?
I
from before?
believe we discussed me using my 30. Well, actually, hold on. I got the sheet right. No, no, I didn't.
Well, you have 60 XP to spend. If you
Yeah,
wanted
but
to.
I ain't gonna spend it.
All right then, that is it.
Maybe I'll level up some mechanic nonsense so I can help fix the ship faster. But I'll do that like later. I'm gonna go.
Oh, Steven gets another session.
Yes, he does. I'll tell you about all that stuff next time I get a chance. We'll be doing it next week, by the way. Because we didn't really get a chance to do the funnies.
Oh, Stevens is over here, huh?
Oh look, you get a dedication for Steven.
Oh, brother, where's his sheet? Here it is. I went through the table. What's he got? So his intelligence is a 4. Make it a 5.
Do I got anything to spend you?
And
I think
yeah.
his sheet's a little weird. Is
That's
his
not
intelligence
actual intelligence.
already a 5, or?
No, it's because his skill is higher than his intelligence.
Oh,
Anyway.
so if he gets an intelligence of 5, that automatically becomes yellow, huh?
Yes, you'll have 5 yellows instead of 4 yellows and 1 green. All right, that'll be it. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed. Love you all. Stay safe. Know that you matter, and I'll see ya.